She satisfies leather jacket, zipped up tight. Mando, big ones coming, look for lost and found. Iron queen, bright and night city, where your appetite weighs you out your sunrise. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in Night City. Here in Night City, got me up alright. Here in Night City. The way you chase and tease me, get me up so high. We're on the rooftop and you don't compromise. Too many hollow, empty bodies lying around my street, don't testify. You got to whisper now on your own, and so we keep on moving. Gotta take it slow, no. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in Night City. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in Night City. Here in Night City, got me up alright. Here in Night City. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in Night City. Here in Night City, got me up alright. Here in Night City. The way you chase and tease me, get me up so high. We're on the rooftop and you don't compromise. Too many hollow, empty bodies lying around my street, don't testify. You got to whisper now on your own, and so we keep on moving. Gotta take it slow, no. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in Night City. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in Night City. Here in Night City, got me up alright. Here in Night City. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in Night City. Here in Night City, got me up alright. Here in Night City. pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger, pretty here, and I sit it.
It's getting close to Long John weather out there, man. Yeah. Welcome. How y'all doing? Shit. Wake your ass up. No, this was a 5 o'clock. I give you another hour. 6 o'clock, you should be up by 6 o'clock. I heard Mike Tyson say something in the interview. The custom model used to say, win the morning, win the day. I said, damn, that's some deep shit. You know what I'm saying? Get up in the morning, win the morning, you win the day. How y'all doing, man? Hey, listen, I was outside smoking a cigarette. Motherfucking Keeks, man, she killed me with the music, yo. She put me on, was it last night or the night before last? She put me on to motherfucking Billie Eilish. Listen, I've never heard a Billie Eilish song ever. Am I saying her name right? Billie Eilish? I never heard, I knew who she was, but never heard any of her music. And I seen a little video clip of her where she said something about ugly dudes. She was like, ugly dudes don't deserve second chance. It was something like that. Ugly dudes think they're better than who they are. Some wild shit. And that kind of turned me off because, and then plus she's a pretty woman, you know what I'm saying? So, but look, she got this song, which I'm later on, called Birds of a Feather. That shit, boom. I can listen to that shit on repeat, man. That song, I really, really like that song, man. Really, really, really like that song. Birds of a Feather. Excuse me. Beat cold as a bitch. It ain't so much her, like her voice is amazing, man, because anybody could have sung the song. It's just the song, the writer and the producer and the writer, the way it's structured, the beat and the song and the writing, it just goes perfectly, man. Shit is dope. So what I'm gonna talk about today is I wanted to get to. I was gonna finish the video awards. I might get to that. Depends on how long I stream, but I doubt it. And then I wanted to do this Mike Pondersmith interview, where he's a cyberpunk, the creator of cyberpunk. You know what I'm saying? The tabletop game, which turned into the video game, which is probably my favorite video game of all time now. But before I do that, I seen something that sparked my interest that I didn't watch, but I wonder what it was talking about. I wonder what they were talking about. So it's gonna be a little left, but that's what we gonna do. It's about aliens. Congress. I guess Congress did a hearing today about UFOs. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Let's see.
Has been to deliver critical information to decision makers. Your role as elected by your representatives is to act on it. The time to act is now. Thank you.
I'm a senior policy counsel at the Project on Government Oversight, a nonpartisan independent watchdog organization that investigates and exposes waste, corruption, abuse of power, and when the government fails to serve the public or silences those who report wrongdoing. Whistleblowers are the first line of defense to root out waste, fraud, abuse of power, and corruption in our government. Congress relies on whistleblowers so that it can fully exercise its oversight and legislative authorities.
I already did the damn thing.
It's understandable that former...
Well, I fucked it up, the tabs or whatever, man. I should have used StreamYard, because my StreamYard is... I got time on that, but I done got used to using this now. Shit. Well, I guess I ain't get too used to it. Also, okay, let me say what's up to the chat. What's up, Miss Seattle Food? How you doing, man? Hard grade. I see you fucking, what was it, the meme? Where you got me running from the Gremlins with a bucket of chicken in my hand and the PlayStation, motherfucker. I saw that shit. It's kind of funny, though. I ain't mad at you. The bucket of chicken. I could have did without the bucket of chicken, but you got to be racist, man. I get it, man. You're a white guy, but I shouldn't expect anything else from you. Oh, but I ain't mad at you. It was funny. Shout out to her brother. He's responsible for most of her success. He raised him. Okay, tomorrow. Okay, yeah. And look, Link, that song is dope as shit, man. I haven't listened to any other music, bro. I just really got up on Doja Cat. Man, I'm not even up on her for real, but she got some shit, man. When Finn played a video of her with the cow joint, And then I heard Ethan talking about it. Not talking about CG shit, but it just this is how Doja Cat. But so one day I just went and looked. I came across her on the short. She was like, she was rhyming and shit. Shit was kind of dope. I said, okay, let me look into some music artists, man. And shit, Doja got some shit, bro. She got some shit, like for real. I'm like, oh shit, like this like that Billie Eilish shit, man. That Billie Eilish shit is dope, bro. That Birds of a Feather is dope. It's dope. All right, let me get back to this.
Former presidents of both parties.
Motherfucking aliens. The aliens. They say the mothership on the way. They don't know if that's the mothership. Now they're saying something about Congress. We see what they talking about. Trump reveals big UFO secret. It's probably not that. It's probably clickbait. But I follow this dude, but I've listened to a couple of his joints, but not too many, man. But let's see. Hopefully it'll hit.
Have often taken a hostile approach toward whistleblowers. Their disclosures can embarrass the president and their political party or even lead to a national scandal.
Come on, Tor.
But whistleblowers continue to play a vital role during both Democratic and Republican administrations. They help Congress and the public identify and understand what government corruption looks like. Their disclosures fuel investigations and allow us to address wrongdoing and hold.
Hey, Lick. Now, I'm going to give you a heads up. I'm going to give you a heads up, bro. Link say I heard a few of her songs. I had to check out the one you named Birds of a Feather. No doubt, but I'm going to give you a heads up. Keats sent it to me because she know I like music. It's a I would say mushy. It's a girl song, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I guess you would classify it as a girl song, but the shit bang, man. It bump, dog. For real, man. I mean, it don't bump. It's smooth. It's smooth, but it got a nice bop to it. It's dope, man. I like it. Check it out, man. Birds of a Feather, dog. Check it out. No shit. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Hold those responsible to account. That's why historically there's been a strong bipartisan consensus in Congress to support and protect whistleblowers. Doing so protects the country, ensures our government is more responsive and accountable to the people. National security whistleblowing in particular is a tradition going back to the founding of our country, and over time, national security whistleblowers and their disclosures have impacted some of the most fundamental issues and questions about how we wish to be governed and how our government can better serve its people. From the role the U.S. plays around the world to holding powerful actors accountable, government ethics and transparency, human rights and civil liberties, executive branch authority, First Amendment freedoms of speech and dissent, freedom of the press, and the public's interest and right to know. Despite this invaluable public service, blowing the whistle comes at great personal risk. Whistleblowing, because when people of conscience.
Looking at a James Webb Telescope picture where you have and flies across the base, across the flight.
Can you explain what you observed in terms of size?
Restoring the public's trust. We need public servants committed to the truth. Whistleblowers need safe and effective channels to make.
So he's talking about whistleblowers. Now they're in front of Congress. If I'm not mistaken, this is in front of Congress, and this is today. This is today in front of Congress. Hold on.
Lawful disclosures. They need stronger protections against retaliation. And when they do face retaliation, they need a fair shot to be made whole. Congress has made strides to pass whistleblower legislation, and these laws need to be updated and expanded so that whistleblowers truly receive the protections they need, retaliators are held accountable, and we can achieve the type of government the people deserve. We strongly urge.
You have to ask yourself, who is this guy? You know what I mean? That might even be a woman. That might be a woman, a very, very smart woman. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker here could, bro, let it go. Let it go, dog. You need to let that go. Like, for real, all jokes aside, I ain't trying to clown people's parents. They get to a point where you need to let it go, dog. I remember I got a haircut one time, and I got pretty hair. All my kids got pretty hair. My daughter's got gorgeous hair because my ex-wife got pretty hair and I got pretty hair. And but I went and got a haircut and I had to get a new ID. I was in the military. My ID expired. Somebody had to go get a new ID. And the way I took a picture, the way they took the picture, I guess my head was leaned back a little bit or something, and I ain't had no hair. And I looked at it, I was like, damn, my shit that far back. You know what I'm saying? So I went and I asked my ex-wife, I was like, yo, is my shit back that like that? She was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But she ain't say nothing. You know, it's like I ain't never say nothing. And I used to rock a bald head back in the day, like unnecessarily, back when Onyx was jumping off and all of that, when bald heads was cool. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. I used to rock a bald head already, so I wasn't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? So I just went and got a bald head and never looked back. That was probably about 24, 25. I've been rocking a bald head since I was about 25. This dude right here tried to let it go, bro. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else look pretty chill. Let me get off these people.
Congress to continue its historic tradition of championing the rights and protections of all whistleblowers. Thank you again for the opportunity to testify here this morning.
Mr. Spielberg.
POGO is committed to working with you and the Oversight Committee to address these critical issues. I look forward to any questions.
Okay, so I'm thinking this isn't going to be UFO news more than it's going to be about protecting whistleblowers, people that's coming out saying things and I guess getting yoked up or getting the Clinton treatment. And y'all, hopefully not the Clinton treatment. And yo, have y'all ever looked into Clinton's how like 13 people that spoke up against them, mysteriously all of them like murked themselves, and like in the strangest ways, like one dude got two to the back of the head and they ruled it Minecraft, but it was to the back of the head. Yo, it's crazy, yo. The Clintons ain't don't be bullshit.
Mr. Borland, in your testimony, you described witnessing large triangular craft while stationed at Langley Air Force Base in 2012. Can you explain what you observed in
Shout out to Langley, first fighter wing. Hoorah. That's right.
terms of size, behavior, and why you're confident it was not conventional technology?
Great question, ma'am. So on the base, I lived in the barracks. There was a little smoke pit outside. I was there on the telephone.
Hold on, I know where he was at. Okay. Yeah. I used to kick it in the barracks. I ain't never lived in the barracks because I was married, but a lot of my homeboys was in the barracks and shit. I used to go to the barracks. I used to chill in the barracks all the time.
And looking across to the flight line, and I see a white light pop up and stop about 100 feet in the air. I thought it was a weather balloon. I've seen tests from there before, weeknight, normal thing, not surprising. I actually finished my cigarette and I began walking up.
Who is this guy? Who's this lady? That look like it might be me in another life. Look at this asshole, the worst. Look at him, the person that you hate. They got to record every damn thing. The whistleblower, holy shit.
Towards the flight line, there is a track, and because I was on 3 months of night work, I would walk the track at night when we were weather down. And as I began walking towards the...
Those are called FOD walks. We used to have to do a FOD walk every morning. Like all the engine shop, the flight line, the back end shop, egress, all of that, you got to do a FOD walk every morning. Used to hate the damn FOD walks, man. FOD is foreign object, what's it, foreign object debris? I can't remember. FOD, whatever. Basically what it is anything on the ground, you know what I'm saying? A little piece of whatever, a nail, a screw, whatever, you got to go and pick it up because that shit can get sucked in the intake and fuck shit up. So you got to do a FOD walk every morning and shit. I used to hate them joints. Actually, they sucked in the winter, but during the summer they were cool because we used to be out there bugging and shit. Be out there rolling and shit, man. And then if you get to the end of the FOD walk and you ain't got shit, you know what I'm saying? Like if you come back and you ain't, you get to the end and you ain't got nothing, you do that too many times, they're gonna have a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you need to have something because the shit out there, rocks, anything, foreign object damage. That's what it's called, foreign object damage. Any rocks, anything on the flight line, you gotta pick that shit up.
Light towards the flight line and the track. The light then flies across the base, across the flight line, and as it flies to me, a triangle manifests around the light. I can't tell you if it's active camouflage. I can't tell you if it appeared around the light, but I can tell you that it was a white light and then it was a triangle. It stopped about 100 feet in front of me and approximately 100 feet above me. My telephone got extremely hot, completely froze, dead. I remember how thick it was. It was between 1 to 2 stories thick, equilateral triangle. I could never see the top of it, and the edges were 90 degrees.
Hold on. This man says some wild shit in front of Congress. I'm going to tell y'all a little story about 9/11. For real. This is no bullshit. Guys, that's true. It's 9/11. I took leave because I had I think I was coming up on Use It or Lose It, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So I took leave, and I ain't go nowhere. I just took leave. I'm like, take the week to just chill because I'm at home, you know what I'm saying? People got to take leave and go home. I'm at home all the time, so I just building up leave for no reason because I ain't got to take leave for shit. I'm at home. So I get Use It or Lose It. So anyway, I took like a week or whatever. Anyway, I'm in the crib chilling. I get a phone call. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy, the big homie that's in the hospital right now. I gotta go see him when I wake up. I gotta go see him today. Heard he ain't doing too good. What's up, Scarlett? How you doing? But anyway, I get a phone. He calls me. He's like, "Yo, what's up, man?" I'm like, "Man, chilling, man. Cut on the news." I'm like, "For what?" He's like, "Yo, somebody just flew into the World Trade Center." So I got on the news. You can see the building smoking, CNN. You know, everything's going crazy. Well, I was like, "Yo, dude must have been fucked up. How the fuck you drive? How you fly into a building? Like, you know, I'm just waking up. He woke me up with the shit." I'm like, "Yo, man, he had to be drunk as a bitch or something. Like, I don't know. How you know, that's crazy to be in that airspace with him." As we talking, the other plane fly to the building live. I'm sitting there talking to him on the phone, watching the other plane fly to the building. Oh, okay, whatever. I get a phone call. The plane fly to the building. 10 minutes later, I get a phone call. Grab your bug out bag. Your leave is over. You know what I'm saying? So the leave was canceled. But a bug out bag is, we always got to have, when you're in the military, you know, chem gear, certain shit, all your shit, clothes, this and that, so many uniforms, all this. It's a bug out bag. They cancel my leave, grab your bug out bag, report to the shop. Go to the shop. I had to stop first and go to the grocery store, get some Pampers. I told them that, say I had to go get some Pampers and shit because I didn't know how long I was going to be gone because you don't know how long you can be gone, you know, whatever. So I went and got some Pampers and shit for the baby. And I remember listening to the radio and how the radio was quiet. And then I remember going in the food line and it was surreal. It was just quiet. Like, there was no music playing. Everybody's like in a daze and shit. All right, whatever. Go to the job. Go to the job crazy, whatever. All right. You heard about not building 7, but the other building, the Pentagon, right? You heard about all of that. Then you heard that a plane crashed. That one of the planes crashed. I'm going to get back to this, but I'm just telling you this is a real story. The planes crashed. All right. So at the end of the day or whatever, I see my homeboy, Nate. Not that it matters that he's a white dude, but I just said, just to let y'all know, it was an Air Force. But Nate was cool. Nate was one of the dudes. He's one of the homies, you know what I'm saying? He was from West Virginia. He didn't act black and white. He was just cool as a motherfucker. He's one of the boys, one of the homies. He was like my dude, my homeboy roommate and shit. Pigeon toed like a motherfucker. He was cool as shit. I can still see that pigeon toed walking down. So I see him coming out the flight because he used to work in the back engine shop with us, but he got assigned to the flight line. So he's out on the flight line. So I see him like, "What's up, man?" He come in the back shop. I said, "What's up, Nate? What's good with you?" He got this blatant look on his face. I said, "I ain't know what's good." He was like, "Yo, we just sent out some planes live. You know, live is mean they got live ammunition. You know what I'm saying? Planes got live ammunition." He's like, "Yo, we just sent out jets live. And them bitches came back empty." I said, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, man." Yeah, he had this fucked up look on his face like, "Yo, them joints went out live and they came back empty." I'm like, "All right, you know, that's wild, whatever. Boom. I see him the next day. I shit you not. I see him the next day. He comes in the shop. I was like, because, you know, by now I went home, started seeing the news and, you know, I'm watching the news and shit and everything. So I come back the next day. I say, "Yo, Nate, man, yo, remember that shit you told me yesterday about the planes going out live and coming back, you know what I'm saying, empty and stuff?" That man looked me dead in my face and said, "I don't know what you're talking about." I ain't said that. I don't know what you're talking about. I looked at him. He looked at me. I said, "Okay." I ain't even question him. I ain't even question him. Be like, nah, man, you remember that? I ain't say nothing. I looked at him. He looked at me. I said, all right. Yeah, I guess he got debriefed. I shit you not. I'll put that on my soul, man. He said, okay. I ain't even question him. All right. Yeah. Back to this.
90 degrees.
Don't me rewind what he
There
talking
were
about.
4
He said
lights
some
in
wild
total.
shit. He said some wild shit.
1 light on each corner around the light. I can't tell you if it's active. Barracks, on the base, I lived in the barracks. There was a little smoke pit outside. I was there on the telephone and looking across to the flight line, and I see a white light pop up and stop about 100 feet in the air. I thought it was a weather balloon. I've seen tests from there before, weeknight, normal thing, not surprising. I actually finished my cigarette and I began walking up towards the flight line. There is a track, and because I was on 3 months of night work, I would walk the track at night when we were weather down. And as I began walking towards the light, towards the flight line and the track, the light then flies across the base, across the flight line, and as it flies to me, a triangle manifests around the light. I can't tell you if it's active camouflage. I can't tell you if it appeared around the light, but I can tell you that it was a white light and then it was a triangle. It stopped about 100 feet in front of me and approximately 100 feet above me. My telephone got extremely hot, completely froze, dead.
That's crazy.
I remember how thick it was. It was between.
That's crazy. The telephone part is crazy. That's wild, yo. And he's saying this with conviction. He's in front of Congress. And he did a joint before he started talking about protect the whistleblowers. This is a little deep. This is a little heavy.
1 to 2 stories thick, equilateral triangle. I could never see the top of it, and the edges were 90 degrees. There were 4 lights in total, 1 light on each corner, and a larger light in the center, 2 to 3 times the size of the corner lights. But what was really odd was the outside. The best way to describe it is like looking at a James Webb telescope picture where you have the colors and then the black background. So the craft itself was this black metallic flake paint, but on top of the craft was this gold, lava, plasma, some type of fluid going over and around the craft.
What?
I'm under this for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then the center light flashes 2 to 3 times, no sound, immediately shoots up to commercial jet level minimum. And my really odd was the outside. The best way to describe it is like looking at a James Webb telescope picture where you have the colors and then the black background. So the craft itself was this black metallic flake paint, but on top of the craft was this gold, lava, plasma, some type of fluid going over and.
Hold on, he said it was a light, and now he's saying it was a craft. Hold on, am I missing something? I must have been talking and missed something because I'm missing something. How did he get? I said it was a light, triangle around it, lights on the edges, 90-degree angles. His phone got fucked up, and now it's a craft with. What the fuck? Hold on a second. That damn Billie Eilish song is stuck in my fucking head, yo.
Story stick, equilateral triangle. I could never see the top of it, and the edges were 90 degrees. There were 4 lights in total, 1 light on each corner, and a larger light in the center, 2 to 3 times the size of the corner lights. But what was really odd was the outside. The best way to describe it is like looking at a James Webb telescope picture where you have the colors and then the black background.
Okay.
So the craft itself was this black metallic flake paint, but on top of the craft was this gold, lava, plasma, some type of fluid going over and around the craft. I'm under this for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then the center light flashes 2 to 3 times, no sound, immediately shoots up to commercial jet level minimum, in my opinion, and I immediately feel static electricity all over my body, and then I smell the smell of after a thunderstorm or lightning storm, that really strong summer thunderstorm smell. Gets up to flight level. I'm trying to get my phone reset, and I can only see the center light at this point. If I didn't actually see it take off, I would have thought it was a star. And then it hovers up there and it begins to slowly move due east out over the Atlantic Ocean. I finally got my phone reset. The entire thing was about, from the time I saw the light pop up near the hangar until it took off out over the ocean, was about 15 minutes.
And following up to that question, after you disclose this information to the intelligence community, Inspector General, you're subject to phishing attempts and job blacklisting. How widespread do you think this is across the intelligence community for those who raise concerns regarding UAP programs?
It's a difficult question to answer. I think prior to David Grush,
She looks like she's batshit crazy. But she might know something. Look at the sweater. Look at the sweater. It's nice. That's probably handmade. She probably has a handmade sweater. She probably knows something.
and people beginning this process of bringing people into awareness of the reality of these programs and certain things people have witnessed, probably extremely widespread. I think today there's...
I said she looks batshit crazy. Why everybody here looks serious as a motherfucker? Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. It's like she ain't slept in a while. Like, yo, she might have got probed, Scarlett. I don't know. I'm saying, you got, yo, man, yo, he need to let it go, bro. But yeah. And I was saying that's probably like a handmade sweater. She probably knows something. She probably got a lot of money. She probably has a lot of money and knows something. For real. Cause she look like she been seeing some shit. She done seen some shit, yo.
Still an issue, but because people are able to come before you and people are speaking out, I think it has been somewhat less. I would hope, though, that people would, because if this goes back into closed doors, this is going to get really ugly.
What type of behavior have you witnessed from former Aero director Sean Kilpatrick as well as his staff in relate to this information you provided to them? Did they ever try to classify this information as non-human technology?
Good question. The problem with this is that I know what I experienced firsthand, and I know other things. I think the staff at Aero that I met with in March of 2023, I think they were good people doing the job they were told to do.
Cut it out, Hargrave. Cut it out.
I did not meet with Kirkpatrick. He was either not present or did not want to meet me that day. However, they did classify information about the reality of this subject, and it was very concerning.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, what the fuck? Something's happening with Troy. Hey, when my man came and told me the next day, and he looked me in my eyes and said he don't know what I'm talking about, and that's my dog. Like, that's Nate. Like, for real. That's. And when he said it, I just immediately thought to myself, okay, he got the brief. You know what I'm saying? And we're in the military. I was like, yo, he done got the brief. They done set him down, talked to him, and whatever. And I didn't bother to ask him another question. It wasn't no, come on, man, you just said that to me yesterday, man. What the fuck? Why you playing me? Well, none of that. I was just like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I just assumed he got the brief. Because the way he looked at me, he was looking at me dead ass serious, like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Okay. All right. It's like, I was like, okay.
Because in my Aero MFR, they had actually referenced a former staff member that was the one who told me to go there, and they probably shouldn't have done that.
And real quick before my time is up, and we might go to second round of questions, just so you're all aware. How important, given everything that you've seen and experienced, is the UAP Disclosure Act of 2025?
Man. Them people behind him are bugging me the fuck out. Like, they're like, half of them fucking look like they sleeping. Like, they're like sleeper aliens or some shit. They
have you ever
seen this motherfucker to say the wrong thing and they gonna like get his ass later? Like, they gonna wait for him outside and shit. Like, they need to be careful.
Hey, have you ever seen the Andromeda Strain, the old movie? It was a bunch of white guys with like, they were supposed to be aliens, and they had like white afros, but they were aliens. It's like
I might have to see that shit. That's
it's a stupid movie. It's like the Andromeda something.
Yeah.
And then all the aliens, you know, those white people had it, but they had like white afros and shit. That shit was crazy. That's what he looked like, yo. He looked like he about to get his ass. I ain't even think about that shit. I'm telling
you, man. Like, they waiting behind him all sleeper. Like, it's like a sleeper agent, but it's a sleeper alien and shit. You know,
they look bad as shit, yo. You right, too. You right. Damn it. What's up? I'm gonna get back to you. You stupid.
Yeah,
man.
that shit was wild, though.
both public accountability and trust?
I think very important. I would hope, though, that the 7-year window could be shrunk, in my opinion. But
look, she look mad serious, right? Off rip. Can you hear me?
Yep. Sorry, a second while you were playing.
Look, she look mad serious off rip. Like, look at her face, right?
Right now, earlier she was full on asleep. I thought that other lady man with the white hair, and then the black guy,
right here. Like, I can't tell what this says. Is that
whatever that is, and then the black dude, they're like fucking asleep. They weren't even moving. Black man, I don't think he's even moved yet. That shit freaked me the fuck out. I'm like, y'all ain't like blinking nothing.
Yo, look at her. And she look like she's just
in that one fucking face the whole time. I'm telling you, man, they bugging me. Who in the fuck are these people behind him?
I don't know.
Just some random motherfuckers they found on the street. Like, what is
that's what I said. Like, you see what I was watching? I was like, yo, I was saying like, yo, these motherfuckers is, I don't know. I don't know.
Like, I ain't trying to like single out the black man, but look at him. His ass, I swear, he hasn't opened his eyes. He hadn't fucking moved. Right. Motherfucker don't even look like he's breathing. What the fuck did they do to this man? What did the aliens do?
Who are these motherfuckers? They got this dude
fucking
right
lizard
here.
People, man. They're the fucking lizard chameleons and shit, man. I'm telling you.
Look at her, but look
his
at
ass look fucking whacked out too. Look at her talking.
Yeah, I know. I do. I see his eyes.
They done fucking got, like, when he said that all of a sudden his cell phone got back, they transported his ass somewhere and brought him back. He don't even fucking remember.
He got probed.
You gotta be careful with that shit, man.
Damn it, Joe.
They wipe your memory and shit. You never know. I'm like,
the aliens back hold him. Damn it,
Joe. He got that cockeyed look in his eyes. He don't even fucking know.
Look, cut it out. Protect the whistleblower. Let's get back to it, Scott.
I'm sorry.
Good.
Very important. The truth needs to be known.
Mr. Wiggins, I want to talk to you. I find your background and testimony compelling. When you first saw what you were looking at, what were your first thoughts?
My first thoughts were, I think everything that I was told and taught is.
All right, now you see the people behind these motherfuckers. They moving, they're alive. All the people behind them, they kind of like, they've seen more, like, especially in the very back row, they moving and shit.
Hello, Chief Wiggins. You know what I'm saying? Chief Wiggins, he don't look like the, I don't know. He got great. Look at his head.
I know, but them people back there are moving. Them other people behind the other man fucking moving, man.
Hey, they didn't move the whole time, Skull, I swear.
But look, these people behind this man here are moving. Like, they actually blinking and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. There's something fucking trippy going on here. I don't like it. That shit be bugging me the fuck out. You need to blink or something.
Hey, look, that last group of people, they did not fucking move, though. You dead ass right, yo. They didn't move at all, man. And they look wild, yo.
I know. Like, these people look normal, like you would see in a fucking hearing or some shit, right? They all in the suits and shit. They look like they're the aides or whatever, you know, they're little assistants and shit like that. I don't know who the fuck them other people were.
It might have been them. They live. It might have been them.
It is them. It's the they. They coming. They watching. Motherfuckers going to gank his ass outside when he leave the hearing. You better watch that, man.
He get probed again.
You said too much, motherfucker. We talked about our triangle. We can't let that out.
You know what I'm saying? We thought we wiped your mind, but obviously we didn't do a good job. It's
right?
Time for the second back holding. Gotta get back on again.
Why they waiting behind his ass? That shit's so creepy. I can't.
Hey, look, have you ever seen a joint about Skinwalker Ranch?
Well, I don't think I have. Fucking no.
They got a whole show, and I don't know about the show. I ain't watched the show because you know how they whatever. But if you hear the stories that people tell about Skinwalker Ranch, it's some wild shit, and you can go and look it up. And the things they're saying is like documented in the newspapers and shit. I ain't gonna get into it because we're talking about this. That's a whole nother topic that This.
No, the one I know about is like that one was in California where all the rich people go and they worship the owl or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I forget what that was called.
Hold on, give me 1 minute. It's Bilderberg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bilderberg to go out there. Moloch to go out there. Alex Jones, remember Alex Jones snuck in the motherfucker?
Right. I know. I watched. Well, what is that? The fucking. Oh god damn. There's this dude on YouTube. He goes to like places like that shit. Like he does a whole. It could be creepy, haunted, or just some whacked out shit like that.
No. When Alex Jones was talking this shit back in the day, and nobody was, he was considered crazy, right, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they did that, man, though, that Sandy Hook shit was bullshit. But anyway, I ain't getting to that. But look, anyway, back in the day, it was the Bilderberg group, and they used to, whatever. They had this meeting where he said they did this. He snuck into the motherfucker and recorded it as all these rich people in the woods, and they're fucking worshiping the devil Morlock. Who you can look up the devil Morlock or whatever.
And then they had the whole fucking they had the owl with the fucking slab and shit for like the sacrifices and shit. It was all kinds of whacked out.
Crazy shit, man.
But yeah, the guy actually had that. He used that video in his YouTube video showing like that dude that went in there and shit. It was fucking whacked. I was like, holy shit, people. Like you expect that shit in other countries to a degree, but for it to be so prominent like that, it's like holy fuck, man. Y'all need to get a hold of that shit. But then again, I mean, you do you. I guess it is a free country, but fuck's sake.
Hold on, the motherfucking Koala King up in this bitch. What up, B? Hey, look, the leak is in the joint, man. You want to come in? Glad you're doing good, man. Hey, look, don't let these motherfuckers get to you like that again. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk you to death about it. You good, but if you want to come in and kick it, you come in and kick it. I told you always welcome here. Coco, what you know good?
Yeah, I've only been back here for like 5 minutes.
Oh, my bad.
How you doing?
Oh, shit. Did you even typed in the side chat? Yep, you did.
Yeah, I did.
See it.
Bohemian Grove. I take it back. Bohemian Grove. That's right. I said Bilderberg group. He's right. It's the Bohemian Grove
abduction
tour.
And this dude was talking about how he saw an alien aircraft or something. I guess he was not a pilot, but he was on like a the airstrip or whatever for the planes, and he saw some whacked out shit.
The guy on this video is talking about it?
Not this chief right here, but the witness. They got a whistleblower that's giving his
said he saw something like the size of a football field.
I think he was talking about the airstrip or whatever, the runway.
Let's get back to it, ladies. Hold on. Let's get back to it.
Okay.
What's up, Coco? How you doing? First of all, how you doing, girl?
Good. I'm actually getting ready to drive to Denver to check into a hotel I was supposed to check into yesterday.
Okay.
Not so fun. But I just wanted to say one thing that I learned from Pete's old channel, from Creepy Little Book.
Yeah.
He did this whole thing about when people are abducted. It's when they oh, am I still here?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I get you just
I
fine.
just like went out for a second in my headphone. He said when you have sleep paralysis, anytime you have sleep paralysis, you're being abducted.
I done had it a couple times. You telling me I done got probed?
Yep.
Shit!
I'm saying you have.
Shit, I'm safe. I hadn't had sleep paralysis yet. I'm safe from the alien probe. Now, what do they say?
You hasn't been probed. I ain't know
What
what
do
this
they say
panel
when
been
you see
probed.
some shit? Like, have you ever woken up? Like, one time I woke up from a dream, and I like looked over to the side of the wall, and there was a spider crawling up, and that shit just like disappeared as I was waking up and shit.
Keith was telling go back.
I didn't have paralysis.
Shut up. Go and listen to my last "Fuck You, I Love You" episode, and Keith was saying she had the same kind of experience. Yo, straight up. That's why you said that. She said she kind of experienced the same thing. Straight the fuck up.
That's supposed to be a thing too. I forget because I looked it up, but it has something to do with like thought, and the spiders plant thought in your head, and then it spreads to other people, and then it creates like this web of thought or some bullshit.
I don't think
my old trailer had lots of spiders.
Yeah,
but it wasn't real. It's really just your brain, because you're like when you wake up, you're still slightly hallucinating. So your brain sees that still as you're waking up. Yeah, that's really what that is.
I think that might be the man trying to tell you you ain't saying what you see. Because listen, I done seen some shit. My mama done seen some shit. And people,
I've seen all kinds of whacked out shit, but that one I can justify that one.
Scarlet, goddammit. Shit.
You hallucinate when you're dreaming, bro. You know that, right?
You're dreaming. That's part of dreaming. You dream. Anyway, I don't know. But anyway, let's get back to these people. And listen, keep talking. I'm going to probe you. Shit, since I'm the only one that got probed up here. Shit.
You could try aliens, I guess. If they tried, they ain't done it yet.
I'm mutant, so I don't get probed.
All right. All right. You good, Coco? Anything else you wanted to say before? Because come on. Anything else? You good?
Yeah, you were just talking about aliens, and I just watched that like whole Joe Rogan thing with the alien guy. So I learned a lot. But I want to listen.
All right, here we go.
Growing adult, no longer.
Hey, Coco, check how these people are moving. I'm not gonna rewind it, but if they go back to the other dude, it's some wild motherfuckers behind the other dude, man. This shit kind of crazy. Wow. Here we go.
Do you think they're aliens?
They
don't
sleep for
know,
aliens.
man.
They fucking sleep for
I don't know,
aliens. And they gonna
man.
probe that motherfucker again when he
Because
leaves.
I
That
believe the
whistleblower.
aliens walk among us in human
These some
form.
fucking
I really
lizard
do.
people. Courtney, they ain't blinking. They looking
Yeah.
asleep. And motherfuckers is barely moving. Like
Yeah, they're
finally they
probably
fucking
aliens.
moved. And I was like, hell to the nah. This some,
Or it's AI.
and it's like random ass people too. Like behind this dude
Yeah.
here is like the aides, the
It look like regular
staff and
people.
shit.
Look like
That
regular
looks
people.
like Robert De Niro in Taxi Driver, but I'm on my phone behind him right now.
Man, I'm telling you, them people is whacked out on the other side. I don't trust them. I don't trust these people either, but at least they people, I think. You know what I'm saying?
I trust Chief Wiggins. I trust Chief Wiggins. I don't know. I ain't heard what he said. Hold on. Chief Wiggins might be crazy as a motherfucker. Hold on. Let me see what he talking about. Hold on. Here we go.
Longer, was applicable if I'm able to see something that I thought defies gravity in such a way, then what else could be possible? That was my first thought.
So did you think what you were looking at was a weapons program that you were unaware of, or did you think what you were looking at was obviously some extraterrestrial piece of technology?
Neither one of those crossed my mind. It was just.
How
about now? What do you think it is now?
I'm not.
Okay, I got a problem. All right. They're saying this video, hold on. Follow me, y'all. All right. The title of this video, I gotta, hold on a second. He's saying that they're in front of, this doesn't look like they're in front of Congress. Hold on a second. Because I just looked at it. Okay. It says, Congress hearing live, big UFO secret. Okay. This doesn't look like any kind of
This is like a committee, I believe. So like in Congress, you have the committees that oversee certain particular aspects, and they'll have rulings and all that kind of stuff. I think this is a particular committee. I'm not for sure, but just the way it looks set up, it looks like a committee.
Okay, all right. Thank you for helping me out with that one. I appreciate you.
No, don't take that for a fact. I'm not sure for sure.
I want to be as skeptical as everyone else and just hope to know the information.
Anyone in the U.S. government tell you what you were looking at to try to dissuade you from what you thought it was?
No.
So no one was like, oh, there was some anomaly with the technology. No one from the government did that?
No one.
How do you think you were treated when you reported this information or have talked about, the Tic Tac video is well out there. It's well reported. How were you treated?
I've had no pushback at all.
Hey, the Tic Tac video, for y'all don't know, is like the Air Force pilots that they showed the video of the lights. You can see the lights. It's not like they're just talking about it. They played it in front of Congress. Congress played it, official video of the fucking lights they're talking about. Hey, Angry Stoner, hold on 1 second. I've tried. I done gave you 3 warnings. I'm starting to take that, you know what I'm saying, is you being an ass. You know what I'm saying? I didn't keep watching you say, you know what I'm saying? Now, I know you're mocking me. You got one more time and I'm going to bang you. Because I'm starting to think you ain't just clowning, you're mocking me. Please don't do that.
I say nah mean all the time, though, and that doesn't mean I'm mocking you, just so you know.
Coco, me and you different. You know what I'm saying? You cool. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to, that Tic Tac video that you're talking about, I just wanted to piggyback on that. You need to watch that Joe Rogan. It was just a couple days ago. He interviewed some guy that just did a movie or a film, the most realistic film documentary or something about aliens and UFOs. And he talks about the Tic Tac thing and a couple other things. But if you're like watching this, you should definitely check that out.
Okay. No question. I'm gonna put the link.
If you wrench me, I'll put it in the chat for you, or I can put it in the private chat actually.
I'm not on. I don't know how to do it on. Hold on, I think I could do it. I think you gotta. That damn Billie Eilish song is stuck in my fucking head. But my head's like a jukebox because I be talking and music be playing in the background. But tweets, text, text. Put something in the chat. And once you put it in the chat, I'll give you a wrench because I could do it from my phone.
I wrote Joe Rogan.
Right. I can't believe
it was really interesting. It was a good one.
You ain't got a wrench. Pen image.
Yeah, how am I not wrenched?
Add moderator's the wrench, right? Add his moderator.
Well, remember when you had me blocked for the longest time? Me and DG, but you didn't know how it happened.
Yeah, add moderator. That's how you
standard moderator review and remove chats.
Yeah, standard just like your average moderator. The other one has more power. They can do stuff. They're over the.
Can manage block words and change chat. I'm gonna get Coco. That's more. I'm gonna get her manage and moderator.
Woo woo. Uh-oh. Watch out, folks.
I'm
She's got all the
special.
power.
Right, go
So
go, my homegirl,
special.
man.
I
She's
gotta
gonna come
have
down and
some
bring the
of
wrench
your
down upon thee.
You know what I'm
attention.
saying?
Give it to
With
me.
smite, she will smite thee. Watch your mouth.
She will strike thee down.
Watch your mouth.
Striking.
Here we go.
I haven't had anyone reach out to me or try to, dissuade me in either direction, militarily speaking. So I was treated fair, and I appreciate the Navy itself with assisting me with coming here to being able to testify.
That's good. So what do you think the American people should take away from watching your video, right? Because when we watch it, obviously, right, we've never seen anything like that. It defies what we know to be technologically possible.
Look at him. And look, this motherfucking name is Mr. Plix. Mr. Mosowski. Mr. Moskowitz.
Mr. Try to read it too.
Mr. Moskowitz. Mr. Moskowitz. Mr. Moskowitz. Moskowitz. Yeah, Moskowitz.
It kind of sounds Russian. What the fuck?
A little bit. Russian spot. Damn it!
We found another one.
I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back. I'll take a piss. We'll play.
Oh shit. Let's play. Fuck.
What are we supposed to think? Someone's lying about something. Someone's hiding something, right? That's not normal what you looked at.
I think what the American people should think when seeing that video, along with others before me, is that there is something out there, and we should know as the people what it is.
Right. And so let's eliminate possibilities. So they didn't come to you and say there was a technological error with what you were looking at. So we put that aside, right? They didn't say it was broken. So we look at that and we see something. So it's either a weapons program being reverse engineered by our governments or other governments, or it's nobody's government. And it's not from here. Those are it. You agree with that assessment?
I agree. One or the other.
What do you and your friends think about it today? You all have talked about it. Yeah. I mean, so what do you think about your experience as a collective group? That'll be my last question, Madam Chairwoman.
I mean, we've been talking about this for 20 years. We don't know what we saw. What we saw changed our lives and the way we think about everything. It was incredibly profound. The object I saw, I don't even know if it was an object. It was a light. It was an orb. It didn't look like a craft, but it did look solid. And that's what we talk about. We noticed the object, and this was a pattern across all the encounters. Someone would see a light, and then
and I wash my hands. Who is this?
Responds. It performs for you.
I think this is another one of the guys that saw
down
it.
And
He was there. One of the
investigate you. So it's almost like they're curious.
I don't know who that guy behind him is.
So
He
that's
looks
the
like
kind of thing
Einstein
we're
or some
talking
shit.
about.
I don't know what that old dude is.
Why did it come? After we noticed it.
He was moving
Maybe
a second
it
ago.
noticed
Man, they
us
so fucking
after we
solid when they
noticed
back
it.
there. I don't.
I only have 1 minute left. So, Mr. Knapp, we were definitely going to you. Watched every documentary. You guys have you and Jeremy have done a terrific job. I usually have more questions than I have answers. I think we all do, and you guys are doing a terrific job to bring information to the public. Do you think that any of this is a psyop by the U.S. government?
Entirely possible. I mean, our government and other governments have admitted that they've tried to use UFOs.
Okay. Mr. Knapp looks like he's the bank. He's the bank. Is that George Knapp? Holy shit. I think that's George Knapp. I think that's fucking, is that George Knapp?
I don't know. It may be.
There she go. Look, there she go right there.
I know. She's still back there looking all kind of. Look at the dude behind her. He's like trying to peek up and shit. He can't see behind her. He put his fucking hairs all over the way. He can't see.
This dude, like his face he doesn't look real. This looks like a meme. Like if you look at
if you look at it, it's all AI. Like they just kind of planted them in there and shit.
Yeah,
like, it's so
like
fucking weird.
You remember the bubble? I don't know if you watched the NBA. Remember the bubble championships where people wasn't in the crowd? He used to put up signs of people. He doesn't look real. I think that's George Knapp. I'm pretty sure that's George Knapp, yo. I'm bugging.
People behind him look a little more real. You get past that line where the old lady is, and shit gets real fucking weird.
You know who George Knapp is? Okay, he's like, you got Art Bell. You got Bob Lazar. This is the Woo Woo Club. I just made that up. The Woo Woo Club. You know what I'm saying? But look, if you into it, you into it. You know what I'm saying? Birds of a feather. These are the dudes at the top of the joint. George Knapp is what? If that's him, Bob Lazar, Art Bell, Joe Rogan, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Alex Jones, yeah. Billy Carson, yeah. There we go. All right.
To cover secret projects, but I think they also do some reverse engineering of those claims. So years after people start seeing UFOs over Area 51, for example, they come up with the story, oh yeah, that was, we planted that story. So I read in a major newspaper just a couple of weeks ago, they planted this story. An Air Force colonel went out into the desert, went to a bar at Rachel, and gave them some fake UFO photos. And that's how the whole story about Area 51 started, which is preposterous.
Yeah, and I didn't get to the crash retrieval program stuff yet, Miss Chairwoman. There's just so much. Okay, thank you so much for your time today. I wish we had more time. Thank you, Madam Chair.
I now recognize Mr. Burchett from Tennessee for 5 minutes.
I take back what I said.
Thank you, Chair Lady, and thank you, Ranking Member Crockett. I see a lot of friends.
Hey, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Is it okay? I'm gonna let this play.
Oh, I don't care, man. I'm chilling.
All right, that's what's up. Appreciate you. Right, I'm gonna check the chat real quick.
Or what? Hang on, somebody in the back.
Okay, let me check.
Oh, I think Coco's back.
Coco. Okay, yeah, she back. Right on time. You know what I'm saying? That's my girl.
Oh, there, you got me in. I was like, no, don't go smoke. Wait.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go smoke. I'm gonna hit play.
Friends out there, and I see a couple in.
I'm about to hit play right now, and then I'm gonna let you know while I'm out there smoking, I'm gonna be listening to Billie Eilish. That Billie Eilish song is the shit, man, for real, yo.
Well, can I say something really quick? That link that I posted, the dude that he's interviewing, he got to interview like people from the government, and they claim that they have had contact with alien life.
Was that George Knapp? You talking about George Knapp, right? The guy, Mr. Knapp?
No, Dan Farah. It's Joe Rogan interviewing Dan Farah, and he just did this documentary where he got access to, like, he said more things than he thought he would. And it's pretty crazy.
I got you. Put a link in the chat.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna play. Shut up. I'm gonna play. Right, here we go. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's hitting play.
Shut up.
So I'll
chemistry.
remember that. But it's
look at her name. Chemistry. She thinks she's so smart. Chemistry. So glad he answered honestly. Keith's told. Never mind. That's a joke. Never mind. She pretty though. Courtney.
What? What?
I'm gonna smoke this cigarette now. I'm getting fucked up. That's it. I'm smiling.
I still want a cigarette every day, and I haven't had one in like
Don't do
8.5 years.
Don't do it. Don't take a drink neither.
I'm not going to do it.
You went in the battle.
a pleasure being here. I want to remind people too, this thing is an ongoing deal. We're not going to get this overnight. We've been fighting this battle, some of y'all, for 30 years.
Bobby Boucher.
And maybe longer. I hope we just keep focused on what we're trying to get to is total disclosure. We get a little wrapped up in a lot of things, but the government has something and they need to turn it over to us. We pay their dadgum salary, you pay our salary, and you ought to get more out of us than you do. And that's what disgusts me about this whole thing. I think they're just trying to run the clock out on us, really. They'll poke us a little and they'll make jokes to us and try to pull us off the target, but I think we know where we're at, and that's why they're firing at us, because we are over the target. My first question is, Mr. Knapp, I recently introduced the UAP Whistleblower Protection Act to help provide whistleblower protection to federal personnel for disclosing the use of federal taxpayer funds to investigate UFOs. I still don't want to say UAPs. How can Congress further increase whistleblower protections?
What do they say UAP stands for, Scarlett?
I think you got to unleash the dogs
there other
and
way of
go
saying
track down the money
UFOs
where it
now?
goes.
But is it
because a lot of this
unidentified
stuff has been moved
alien
out of government.
presence or something?
As you know,
No.
Burchett, it's been given to private
Oh,
contractors.
shit, I have to go look it up.
Stashed
It's their
away.
new
They've had
term.
it
They're
for so
trying to-
long that
I'm on my
there's nobody
phone.
left inside government, or very
yeah.
few, who know where it is.
And they do that to keep us from FOIA, correct?
Yeah, it's to keep it from FOIA, and I think that the contractors who've had this stuff for a very long time set their own standards about who is allowed to know what. And it's a very small group that ever cracks that. I think Representative Luna has been looking at the use of classifications to hide things. I'm not sure that even this committee getting security clearances that should allow you to see this stuff would allow you to follow where it really goes.
I worry about the people that are looking at it and don't even know what they're looking at. I mean, it's gone through so many, I mean, since Roswell, for instance. I mean, you think there's nobody even alive that was around any of that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I don't think they've made much progress from the people that I've talked to. I don't think they've made much progress in learning that technology. Might have made some, but you wonder, the implication is Tic Tac. Oh, yeah, that's ours. What flew over Washington, D.C. in 52, is that ours too? When are you going to break that out? You guys authorized tens of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars on weapon systems that can't do half of what we've seen UFOs do. So when do they break this out? If it's really a classified project could change the world. I don't think they've made much progress, and I think they've been lying to us and to you and the rest of the world, and they're still doing it.
Yes, sir. I agree with you. How did you manage to obtain the classified Russian UAP documents, and how did you get them back in the United States?
Well, I met this Russian physicist who was in the United States lecturing.
And I want to clarify that.
Always
I
the
can't
Russians
even
and
take
Americans, I'm telling you.
a thing of
They
honey
found
home
some shit when they went
on
to the
my
moon.
airplane when I fly back to Tennessee.
Yeah,
so
I did something pretty dumb.
And I'm bitter about it, but go ahead.
I did something kind of dumb. I met with these officials who, during that time period, glasnost, perestroika, the Russians were trying to open up to the world, and I saw it as a window of opportunity, and it was. And we were able to talk these folks into providing us information that otherwise we would never have seen. Some of that was classified. I found out that they only stamped the top pages of these documents that were classified, so I just removed them. I removed those pages, and I carried them out. And if they'd caught me, I'd be in a gulag still.
Yeah. We'd be saying, what happened to George Knapp? Oh, yeah. What happened to the Russians that came forward to you in 1993, and were there any repercussions for them?
Well, there were. The first thing that happened when I talked about this after getting back and going through the files and things and sifting through it, the Russian physicist who had helped us introduced all these people wrote back and said there was a huge eruption, that there was the real right, far autocratic forces that wanted a return of the USSR had really go after these guys. They described them as traitors. Nikolai Kapranov, the physicist friend of mine, said, look, if this had happened 5 years earlier, we would be in prison. If it had happened 10 years earlier, we would have been shot. Right. Luckily, at that point, Putin was not in power. But none of those people that we talked to on that tree would ever talk to me again. I went back in 1996, and it was like I had the plague. I spoke to different people, but they were scared. And eventually, the story was spun where the Ministry of Defense officials who gave us this information were described as ufologists who said there was nothing really significant to these files. They didn't really find anything a big deal. And I can tell you, you'll see those files that I shared with you, they did find stuff. There was an incident in October of 1982 over an ICBM base where UFOs popped up, was observed over this base where the missiles are pointed at us, United States. These UFOs perform incredible maneuvers. They split apart, they fuse back together, they'd appear and disappear. And right at the end of this 4-hour period, the launch control codes for the ICBMs lit up. Something entered the correct codes. The missiles were fired up and ready to launch, and they could not shut it down.
Up, man.
What
they
the fuck did I miss?
infiltrated our system. You missed a lot, dude. He is talking about all the fucking aliens, talking about how they have all this information that the government's lying to us, that they're trying to pretend like it's their secret ops, like weaponry, but really, like, dude, if you've had this weaponry since like forever, why have you not revealed it? He's talking all kinds of shit, man.
I think it's George Knapp. Okay. Did you ever? All right.
He's talking some serious shit, dude. Talking about all these different sightings and shit on military bases. We're not just talking about civilians. We're talking about military.
Bob
Lazar. And that documentary that Joe Rogan interviewed that guy, they made contact, they're saying.
Look, Bob Lazar in the 70s came out publicly talking about how he worked at Area 51 and all of that stuff, and how he reverse engineering stuff, blah, 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 blah. Then he said they found a new element 155 or whatever. Right? This was not on the periodic table at the time. If y'all went to school, I bet you my kids don't even know what the fucking periodic table is. But anyway, when you go to school, he just teaches the periodic table. 155 wasn't up there. 155, 115, I can't remember. Anyway, this was in the 70s. Do you know? I don't know how long ago it was, but it was not that long ago. They recently admitted, okay, we found a new element. Okay. And George now, okay, I gotta go back and watch this shit. Because I didn't watch it. I just
Yeah, no, he was in all kinds of stuff, man.
And look,
He was
and
talking all kinds of
Coco,
shit.
you know I'm into this shit because I used to watch Creepy Little Book. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
into
I
this
know.
shit.
I'm totally in. I really believe it. I believe the aliens are walking amongst us. I believe that they fly above us they're monitoring us.
I'm torn between, okay, I believe in the Lord, absolutely, but I don't. If astronomy is right and all of these planets out here and everything, I think it would be naive to believe that we're the only life.
There's no
in
way.
the universe. Okay. Then I also believe maybe if it ain't that, if it's not that, then it's extra dimensional shit. You know what I'm saying? Or demons, we might call it demons, whatever. It's something. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but
There's many
something.
different types too.
Yeah, it's something. Yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely into this shit.
Yeah, aliens could be what we used to call angels.
Could be, man. That's what I say. You know, listen, they rewrote history. Like they shake history. He's sitting there he's talking about it right now. How they doing the shit right now, denying shit. I guess I didn't even hear it. But,
yeah, he did. And now one of the guys that he's talking to or whatever on the Congress side said he agreed with him. Now again, he's the one that did the Whistleblower Act, to safeguard the whistleblowers.
Right.
Or he was part of it, I should say. I can't remember if he was the exact. I think he said he was the one that put it up for a vote or whatever. But no, they're talking a whole bunch of stuff when you went away. He was literally going into all the ways like they split apart, phase in, phase out. And these are all military bases. Again, like you kind of take it with a little grain of salt when it's civilians because you never know what the fucking motherfucker's filming. And half the time our cameras suck anyways and we can't really pick shit up. But these military bases and the way he's talking about how they activated the fucking missiles, that's fucking crazy.
It freaks me out because I live in Air Force and Army town.
I'm surrounded. Langley Air Force Base. Norfolk.
Look, man,
hold on, shut up.
They're building shit over here in Alabama, though, dude, for this shit.
No.
Yeah, they're moving SpaceX. It used to be here.
Ladies, can I say something?
Yeah.
No.
No. Langley Air Force Base is the first fighter wing. You know what I'm saying? Any brand new jets, when they leave Nevada or they testing or whatever, we're the first. Well, not where I'm not no longer there, but whatever. Anyway, that 22s, all that shit. That's old news now. But anyway, what I'm saying, Langley Air Force Base, Norfolk Naval Base is the biggest naval station in the world, in America. You know what I'm saying? In the world,
yeah.
Norfolk Naval Station, motherfucking
Norfolk, however they say it funny. Norfolk,
Fort Eustis. Shit, I can't name them. The amphibious base, the Marine amphibious base, the Joint U.S. Forces Command. I'm surrounded. I can't even name a Fort Monroe. Fort Monroe's they decommissioned that. We go over there and go fishing and shit. I can name some more. I can't think of them all, man. I'm surrounded by military bases. If a war popped off and they trying to hurt us, I'm cooked. You know what I'm saying? I'm cooked. Ain't no way to get around. I'm cooked, yo. They start dropping nukes. I'm cooked. Ain't no ifs, buts about it. And look, I seen some shit.
We've got in Colorado Springs, Peterson Space Force Base, the U.S. Space Command, Cheyenne Mountain Space Force Station, and that's where they have the underground thing where they used to have to prepare for stuff. But anyway, it's whatever. We have Shriver Space Force Base, the U.S. Army Department, U.S. Army Space and Missile Defense, Fort Carson, Southgate. I don't know, U.S. Army Reserve Center. This is just the list that they're giving me. Fort Carson Ammunition Holding, United States Air Force Academy, U.S. Army Department.
I'm just talking about, when I say those bases, I'm talking about immediate. If I go up the street, now we're talking about Quantico, motherfucking NASA headquarters. All this shit is right here, man.
You know that actually Huntsville is one of NASA's headquarters. Because when they actually are the ones tracking the payloads, they used Huntsville as some of their like the hub for them to actually do some of the launches and stuff. Huntsville's it was one of the biggest, and it's going to be even bigger. They've already invested in a new FBI building. It's the FBI headquarters. It is a military base. That is where Project Paperclip was initiated.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah, that's the Manchurian Candidate shit, right?
There a whole bunch. I went to the base this summer. No, dude, I went to the fucking military. I went there this summer, and I got some fucking heads turned.
Operation Paperclip is when they brought in the Nazis and gave them citizenship to do tests and shit.
Yes,
yep. That's Operation Paperclip, right? Okay, yeah, I just want to let you know. Yeah, okay.
And so I went there. I had some fucking people looking at me sideways. Yep. I was asking questions and shit. They didn't appreciate me.
Mighty Health is right there too. The biggest shipyard. We build the biggest warships. Yep. Mighty Healthy is right here. Yeah. I got so many friends in the shipyard. You know what I'm saying? That's a come up. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but here we go. All right. Shit, I get excited, man, talking about shit like this, man.
You know they're going back to the moon, right?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, they were telling us about that. They showed us part of the aircraft. Part of the rocket. They were showing us how they were building it and shit, all kinds of shit. And I'm like, why are y'all going back to the moon, really?
I'm the generation that I don't know what grade I was in. I can't remember, where they rolled out the TV in the car and we all watched the Challenger explode as children.
So I was in first grade,
school.
Second grade, first grade.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. They rolled the TV in there and we watched
that was
the Challenger.
crazy, man.
We watched it
live
live as kids.
Yep.
I remember that shit.
I saw it too.
They claim we're going there so we can build and move on to like Mars or other planets, but I don't trust that shit. They're doing something else.
Well, my thing is, why would you put so much effort in trying to terraform a dead planet when you just fix Earth there? You know what I'm saying? Earth is already good. If you're so worried that the Earth is going to die, that you want to terraform Mars, why go through all the effort to terraform Mars and putting water and all of this shit here? Just fix the shit that's already here.
Makes you wonder, what are they really looking for?
What are they really looking for? You get it on the head.
Exactly. What are they going? Why are they trying to get to these planets? What's on them that they need?
They disappeared. The launch control system goes back to normal. Colonel Sokolov and his team came in, took the thing apart, could not figure out what it was. It wasn't a power surge or EMPs or some of the baloney excuses that our country has given for similar events involving our nuclear missiles. They thought it was a message from wherever the UFOs were from. And that's a chilling thing. I mean, we were a couple of seconds away from World War III starting, and the UFOs were responsible for it.
All right. Chief Wiggins, based on your training and operational experience, could the behavior that you witnessed, a transmedium object vanishing without a sound, be explained by any known technology that we possess or other governments possess?
It cannot.
We gotta sit down and think about this. This is a congressional committee that's giving these people, and George Knapp, I really believe that was George Knapp, said Mr. Knapp, I'm assuming it sounds like him. These aren't just your average guy that's crazy as fuck, you know what I'm saying? These are people that are respected, you know what I'm saying? Chief Wiggins, you know what I'm saying? Instead of saying his name, they got Chief Wiggins. And they're giving them time. There got to be something to this, yo. You know what I mean? There got to be something to this shit. And then, like I said, when the Tic Tac videos came out, it was so crazy how it came out, and then nobody talked about it again. And the Tic Tac videos was wild because you can see the shit. They showed the video, you see the shit like, phew, like, hold on, shit don't move like that. That's defying the laws of physics. Defying the laws of physics as we know it. You know what I'm saying?
They said the same thing about the drones, right? People actually spotted them. They were filming them, and then it came out that those were just military, supposedly, drones. Coco's back. Courtney.
She left?
Yeah, I think she dropped out. She came back.
Okay, hold on. Gotcha.
Sorry. Yeah, every time I go to grab, because I'm on my phone to grab something to share it, it's like my sound is shutting.
I get it. You cool.
May I read something really quickly?
Yes, you may.
So this is about Colorado Springs. It says recent reports have documented numerous unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, sightings in Colorado Springs, with some sightings occurring near the Cheyenne Mountain Complex, a military installation. These sightings have been reported by both the public and local news outlets, and a video circulated in September 2025. It showed a large UAP near the mountain. This has led to increased public interest and some speculative reports from former intelligence officers. The military has not officially commented on the specific incidents, but there's a YouTube short about it showing they said it's like over 300 feet in length or something, hovering above Cheyenne Mountain.
300 feet?
Yeah, I'm going to share the short. Do you want me to put it in the private chat?
I know you can put it in the regular chat, I guess. You can put it in the regular chat. I don't know how you want to share your screen, or was you going to play it, or?
On my phone.
Okay, it's cool. Okay. All right.
Yeah, anyway, that in the private chat, if you click it and watch it, that's I couldn't watch it. It wouldn't let me hear the sound because I had both things going. But
is that what you want
I'm
me to
mighty
do?
healthy.
Is that what you want
Well, I
me
was
to
just
do right
saying it might be interesting. It was just happened in September.
Okay, that's gonna be
At
next
the
after
military base, and it's just a short, so it's not long.
just a short. Okay, hold
Yeah.
on a second. Hold on a second. We got I think it's all a psyop. I don't know, bro. I seen
No,
some
I
shit,
believe
man.
it.
I done seen some shit that made me question a lot of things. What I don't question is the Lord, but I've seen shit that made me question a lot of things. You know, I believe in the Lord. I want to make sure that's clear, God. But the Bible said there are great mysteries that will never be answered until you up there with the King. Then you have your answers. But the Bible says full of mysteries. You know what I'm saying? Full of mysteries, yo. Faith is the key. But I'm gonna see what this dude. Hopefully, I don't fuck the streamer. Not talking about you, but I don't know what I'm doing. Let me see what this dude.
Feet in length, and
Can y'all
then
see
maybe
that?
150 feet in
Yeah,
height.
it's working. You're good.
Very large.
It's a clear blue sky day.
Perfectly bluebird. Anybody who's been out to Colorado, the day after it snows, oftentimes it's just shockingly beautiful. There wasn't a cloud in the sky for 360 degrees.
So how high off the ground at the top of the Cheyenne Peak would it have been hovering?
Yeah, so Cheyenne Mountain itself is comprised of two peaks with a saddle in the middle. On the, if you're facing west, on the left peak is an antenna array. And so it's pretty much right over that antenna array, a little bit to the right of it. If I were to guess, again, this is hard to say, but maybe 500 feet above, I would say at least 300 feet in length and then maybe 150 feet in height. Very large.
It's a clear blue sky day?
Perfectly bluebird. Anybody who's been out to Colorado, the day after it snows, oftentimes it's just shockingly beautiful. There wasn't a...
Hold on 1 second.
Bluebird, dang, yeah, he's right though. When the sky gets like crystal blue, that's crazy.
All right, I'm gonna try to go back to trying to figure this out now.
You got this. You got this, TJ. All the face.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Here we go.
You're gonna find the button. Look, man. Eventually, you'll get used to it.
I'm gonna find put some hair around it.
Something.
That's a joke. That's a joke, y'all. That we at work say. Hold on a second. It's a joke. When we was in the when I was in the Air Force, like you're trying to, because sometimes when you're working on a jet engine, Hargrave can attest to this. You're doing shit that you can't see. You know what I'm saying? Your hands is in spots that you can't see, so you got to feel for it. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to, especially, I used to hate safety wire. Safety wire used to drive me insane. But whatever, and you're trying to put something in a screwed hole, and they'd be like, you can't get in there. You put some hair around it, you'll find it, huh?
That's crazy.
It smells chauvinist. It's a sexist joke, but
It's good, man. No worries.
Hold on.
TJ, I gotta pop out, but I'll be in the chat because I gotta load up my car. So
okay, you good. If I'm streaming, come on back in. You good.
Yeah, if you don't come back,
if you guys are still going when I'm driving, I'll definitely come back.
If not, then have a safe drive, Miss Courtney.
Yeah, thank you. I'm only going an hour, so it won't be bad.
People's crazy, man. I can't go like 5 minutes down the road without almost getting in a wreck with people.
It's mad cold in Colorado now too, right? Because it's just now getting
freezing. But my mom's in town, so I'm so excited.
Oh, no doubt.
Nice.
No doubt. Mama Coco there.
Are you going for Thanksgiving?
Stuff, so. Yeah, I'm gonna go tomorrow too. That's where I'm going. Well, today, I guess now. today. I was supposed to last night, but it's closer to where they are because she's staying with my brother. So,
Oh, nice.
but we'll be in
Y'all have a
Boulder.
good thing together, all the family and friends and such.
And my baby brother is flying out from Oregon. I have not seen him in like years. He just turned 30.
Nice. Well, there you go. See,
And
you'll
look,
have
I'll
a
tell
nice
you what,
Thanksgiving then.
Yeah, so listen, I hope I'm still streaming for the ride. If I'm streaming for the ride, come on in.
Yeah, I'll come back in.
Come back. Yeah.
Baby, come back.
Come back. Yeah. You just said it at the same time.
I know.
All right, guys. Peace out.
I'm good.
All right, girl. Be safe. You all hear that?
No, it ain't. It didn't share. It's not. Or we're on a layer. I don't know if it's. I don't know how Restream works completely. I don't know if it's because it's stuck on this layer or if it didn't share it right.
It'll fuck around and it'll kick me, but I think I got it. I think you might be right. I think I'm be able to do it this time. And if I get this right, Scarlett, can I hit play and go smoke a blunt? Go smoke a bowl?
It is your house, man. I'm just here for the ride. It is what it is.
All right, there we go. I appreciate you. I think I got it. Okay, did I pop up on the screen? Can you?
It looks right. Hang on, I'm gonna tell you one more thing real quick before you head out. When I was at that space center in Huntsville, and we were in the payload center, which is where they have contact with the astronauts on, in the space center or whatever station up there. When we were there, they were telling us that there's a spot, at least one spot, when they travel, around the world, around Earth, where it's blacked out. And we got to witness that. It just so happens when we were there that it was going over this spot, and literally all transmission cut off. It went staticky. Like, we're watching them go through, they're traveling their course, and then all of a sudden over this particular spot, it was over the United States even, it just blacked out. I wonder what they do when they go to these blackout points.
I don't know. Why can't we go to Antarctica?
A lot of things, right? I just throwing it out there because, like I said, that was real. That wasn't like, that was the real payload center, and they were telling us about it. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Tim Pool has been on the last. I don't know if people been paying attention for the last week or two. He's talking about these theories, and he's saying the polar magnetic field is going to shift. The pole is going to shift, and that it's been on record that Hurricane Melissa was the strongest hurricane ever, and all these things has happened. And this other guy that I'm paying attention to recently is saying that the sun is doing this abnormal activity with sun flares and magnetic fields. It's a lot going on, man.
There's a lot of aspects too. Like, I don't think everything is aliens, because we do have actual natural phenomenons that are going to happen. But what they're seeing over these military bases, that's fucking whack. But as far as like the weather goes, there's so many factors. Like, I think we're fucking with it. I think there's natural occurrences like the sun's, doing its bullshit, among other things. The fact that we are slowing down as a planet. It's not like to a point where you really notice it, but over time we're slowing down. I believe they said we've lost a couple of actual seconds in like our day because of the slowing. And it's, it's minuscule, but over time it adds up to seconds.
Right. I believe, I'm going to be honest with you. I believe that, which every generation believes, every generation, you can, since record history, we're at the end of days, I'm not saying that. This is what I'm thinking. If whatever happens is whatever happens, either it's going to be that the evolution and the earth is resetting itself because it supposedly happened to the ice age, which I don't know. I don't know how
we have natural, we have the natural cycles that the earth goes through.
Right. Either that or the Bible is real and the Lord is returning. Because I don't see, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't see society, where do we go from here? We're cooked. You know what I'm saying? That the birth rate, the way people's minds are, the way we think, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing. If we continue on this course, we can't, there's not a positive course. It's not a course of prosperity. It's a course of corporate greed. It's a course of...
That's always been our course, so no. I mean, I'm sure generations way back before the United States was a thought, before, even I'm sure China's empire was a full thought. It's always been about expansion and conquering. That's what humans have always done.
Right. I agree with that.
And that's what we'll do in space. I have no doubt that when we do go to space, it will inevitably be, there's people who will want to expand in order to learn and grow, but there's going to be a lot of expansion based off conquering.
Have you watched The Expanse?
No.
Listen to me. Do you like science fiction?
I do. I've heard about Expanse. I got to watch that one. And what is it? Foundation. I got to catch up on that.
I just heard about Foundation. Don't know nothing about it. Nothing.
I've heard people tell me about it. It's really good. I just haven't checked it out yet.
Foundation. I was about to say Spandation. Fuck Foundation. You gotta watch The Expanse. It's dope as shit. Okay, listen, I'm here to play. I'm gonna take a piss, go hit the bowl, and come right back. Are you cool? You good?
I'm good.
Okay. Thank you for hanging around. Appreciate you hanging around because it's a
lot
better. It's a lot better talking to somebody than trying to hold a monologue. So I appreciate you. I just want to let you know that. I appreciate you.
No worries, man.
I'll be right back.
You got to press play. Don't forget to press play.
I know what the fuck I'm doing. Thank you.
Summarize that when you brought that to their attention and then you were not provided any follow-up. Who was told and how did you feel when there was no contact back to you?
As far as the actual incident happening
Yes,
or
sir.
the reporting level?
Yes, Chief.
It was within the event happening. My duties are to report to the tactical action officer on watch while we're standing watch. So tactical action officer was there. I made my report. I've not had any discussion outside of that day. There's been no communication to me or requests from me within inside of the military. But speaking of that actual incident itself, once the report was made to the tactical action officer, that's when I made the decision to ask the individual watchstander that was controlling Sapphire to be able to slew into the location. And that's what you see in the video itself is when the watchstander is slewing in and kind of showing us what we're looking at. But outside of that, that's as far as the reporting went that I know of.
Thank you, Chief. Just for the sake of time, Mr. Nusatelli, has RO, the Air Force, or the FBI ever followed up with you personally about the Red Square event?
I did have follow-up by Aero, nothing with the Air Force. The Aero office updated me, I think, at least 2 times. They let me know that they were unable to locate any records, that the records had been destroyed by the Air Force. The Air Force is destroying all their police records every 3 years on a schedule. So
You were informed that these documents were destroyed.
Well, I have a Freedom of Information Act from the Air Force that states clearly that they destroy all police records on a 3-year schedule.
Okay. So they were sitting on documentation, destroyed it, refused to question any of the lead investigators, anything leading into this investigation?
Yeah, basically, they destroyed all the police records. So you couldn't even, call the Air Force and ask them if there was a vehicle accident in that time frame. So that's a big problem. We're losing data in real time. So we'll never be able to go back and track.
I think our federal government has a history of destroying records. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Nusatelli.
Look, I'm not jumped to the conclusion that I believe that there are, aliens coming from another planet. But I'm open to that. And I think that it's our responsibility, especially when we're seeing that we have a government that is actively blocking information from us. Just last night, I tried to get an amendment onto the National Defense Authorization Act that fit in the germaneness of that bill to have UAP disclosure. And conveniently, it was named non-germane, mostly deemed by staff, not even an elected official. This is the kind of stuff that we repeatedly see. Last year, we were blocked by someone in House administration from being able to receive a full briefing from Aero. So not an elected official, but someone in staff blocked us. And I've had it. Enough is enough. I want to cue up a video that I've been given. And as before it starts, I'm going to describe, this was taken October 30th of 2024. This video is of an MQ-9 drone tracking an orb, or this object, off the coast of Yemen. You'll see that another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile. You cannot see that drone. And so I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does. This is when it zoomed out. So you can still see it traveling. So, Mr. Knapp, have you heard about, events like this occurring? And what information might you have?
I have heard about events like this. I have heard about this event. Jeremy Corbell and I talked about it in one of our episodes a while back. We did not have the video, though. There are servers where there's a whole bank of these kind of videos that Congress has not been allowed to see, that the public hasn't been allowed to see. Occasionally, some of that stuff gets out in the wild, and it comes our way. It should be going to you. The public should be seeing this stuff. And why you're not allowed to, I don't know. But that's a Hellfire missile smacking into that UFO and just bounced right off. And it kept going.
It kept going, and it looks like the debris was taken with it.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
So
what flies like that?
Again, I'm not going to speculate what it is, but the question is, why are we being blocked from this information consistently? And you had you reported James Lakatsky came to you with government possession of NHI craft and how they ultimately gained entry. Can you testify to the veracity of that claim?
Dr. Lakatsky is an honorable man who served most of his career with the DIA, a very trusted, high-level rocket scientist and intelligence analyst who inspired the OSAP program, as I said earlier. And in full disclosure, I've co-written 2 books with him. He dropped this on myself and our other co-author out of the blue. And it took 14 months for us to get DOPSR approval for him to release 2 sentences on that. He said this craft, we had managed to get inside of it. It had no wings, no rotor, no tail. It had no fuel tanks. They didn't know how it flew or how it was operated. It clearly looked like it was aerodynamic, but he would not go further. He's a by-the-book guy, and until he gets clearance to say more about that, I don't think we're going to hear much more. But it's not ours. It wasn't ours. We didn't make it. We didn't know who made it and how it was built and how it operated. We've got at least one. And I don't know, I think that's enough confirmation that we do have recovered discs and material.
Mr. Knapp, I've watched many of your videos on Joe Rogan and other places.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One of the big questions, I think, for many of us is why do you believe that the federal government refuses to be transparent about this issue?
Did you see it? They just showed the
Because
video.
for reasons at the start, when these things first started invading our skies in large numbers, we were scared. It was right after World War II, and we didn't know what they were. And
Go back a little bit on the video. They showed it. To me, it looked just like an asteroid or some kind of meteor or something that broke up. Based off that video, I can't,
Okay, like he's looking at that video. Okay, here we go.
They just showed it right before I went to the bathroom. There it is.
I see. Hold on. Look at the scales. Look at the scales. You see the scales? Damn it, Joe. Nice.
All the lizard people
how
back
it flew
there.
or how it was operated. It clearly looked like it was aerodynamic, but he would not go further. He's a by-the-book guy, and until he gets...
Talk about all that shit and fuck with that. Hold on. I'm still listening to that damn Billie Eilish, man.
When you see an object and it looks like it breaks apart into little pieces, it kind of reminded me of like an asteroid or some shit, or like a meteor or something. When it comes in, eventually it breaks up and then it kind of dissipates.
Yeah. Oh, let me see what you're talking about. Okay, I had it. I'm go right here.
And so I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does.
Dude look mad weird though, but let's go. Okay, okay, we go.
You see an object, which is not very clear what it is. And then in a second, it'll break apart.
Look, I'm sorry. It's no sound. What would you say? I'm sorry.
No, you good. Look, it looked like something hit it and broke apart.
Yeah, some shot it. Yeah. That's what it was. Some hit it.
And it broke apart and shit.
Launched a Hellfire missile.
Okay, he said. I think he just said a missile hit it, but that ain't like an explosion though. That wasn't an explosion like it broke apart.
You cannot see that drone, and so
they talking some shit. Hey, Scarlett, they talking some shit on there. I'm missing a whole lot, ain't it?
They saying all kinds of whacked out shit, man.
I'm too busy talking. When I'm here, I'm talking. Look at his ears. What the fuck? I'm sorry. I don't like to talk about people's personal appearance. Okay, Mr. Burleson. All right.
No, you notice people in Congress and shit, they always be looking weird as fuck.
Yo, man.
I'm just saying. I'm just observing.
I know, man. Like, yo, man. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Because what's happening is I'm playing the video, but I ain't listening to it because I'm too busy talking. And then when I walk out, go to smoke.
You ain't listening to shit either.
I'm listening to Billie Eilish. I love outside, listen to Billie Eilish, birds of a feather, bobbing my head, getting eyes a bitch. And then come back and be like, what I miss? I'm fucking up. Hold on.
Explain it to you, you'll see exactly what it does.
It's like a drone, though. It don't look.
You don't look as special as they making it out to look.
Right. It's a tic-tac. It's being monitored. Boom. Okay.
And see it like it breaks up into pieces.
It did. Something hit it. You saw something hit it.
And then they try to show like one piece here in a second. They're going to follow this one little fucking bit right here.
You didn't see that thing hit it?
Yeah, there's something hit it, but it broke apart like a fucking rock. Like, were they actually hitting an asteroid or some shit?
But it was slow. It wasn't like a missile because the missiles, I don't know how fast are they moving. I don't know.
I don't know what speed they're showing this video at either. They could have slowed it down in order for
launched a Hellfire missile.
Right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Go ahead. What was you saying?
No, you're good. I said I don't know how fast speed they're playing this video at, or if they slowed it down so you could see impact better, so you could watch it better. I don't know what speed they're playing this at.
Can you imagine Scarlett being one of the people that know, and you're not like one of us is sitting here on the internet to most. I believe them. You're one of the motherfuckers that know, like, yo, they full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know it. Like,
it depends on where you are when you know. Like, are you part of it and you know, or are you on the outside and you know? Because those are on the outside and know, they tend to go crazy or something happens to them. Those on the inside, well, they're part of it, so you know.
I like talking to you. That's dope. I like that. I like talking to you. No doubt.
Oh, you're not too bad yourself, TJ.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, here we go.
You cannot see that drone. And so I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does.
See that drone. Okay, so that is a drone. That's a drone.
Okay.
So I think the other shit is the wild shit is the shit that hit the drone. That's what they're saying. They don't know what hit the drone.
Well, they said you can follow this thing and then you'll see it and it keeps going.
Yeah.
And then he'll tell you in just a second, like this one little fucking bit they'll follow. This little speck down here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a speck. It's kind of moving back and forth all weird and shit.
You can still see it traveling.
I see it. A little piece right there. I see it.
Mm-hmm. That little piece of whatever the fuck.
So
what the fuck is that? Because that wasn't debris. That was moving. That wasn't debris.
Well, it depends on what it was,
events
though,
like
right?
this
Like whatever
occurring.
flew off or whatever it was they hit.
That didn't move.
Depending on how it caught air.
No.
But depending on how it caught air, and if it's not got directional anymore, it could float around to be all. It's like a balloon.
That wasn't floating. That wasn't floating. That was propelled.
I don't know, man. It's hard. I see where they're coming from.
No. Go back
and watch it. Go back and watch it.
That wasn't floating. That wasn't like something that was floating and being pushed by wind. That was propelled.
Perhaps. I don't know. It's for me. It's hard to tell. I wish for the fucking government, they gotta have a better fucking look on this shit.
Did you just hit me with the perhaps?
Perhaps. Look, I'm not willing to say yay or nay on it based off this fucking video, man.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going. Okay. This is the last time I didn't play on this shit.
That's all right. We got to see, man. We investigating. You got to play it back a couple times to really see.
No doubt. See what's going on.
Because your brain, it stimulates all this stuff, so you got to really like get over some of the initial stimulation to see what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
You say, all right, breaks apart, and then the big pieces.
I said the shock and all.
All the big pieces float down some fucking where.
Right. They all float. That's what floating down look like. Now here's this piece.
This one little fucking bit that's kind of
all. Shut up. That's not floating. That's not floating. Watch you make this. Boom. That's not floating.
I don't know. It look like a balloon floating around in
the
sky.
It's making 90-degree.
So
angles.
Mr. Knapp, have you heard about events like this occurring? And what information might you have?
No, it could be.
have
I don't
heard
know,
about
TJ. Like I
events
said,
like
man,
this.
I'm not going
I
to say
have
it's
heard
not.
about
I
this
just,
event.
for
Jeremy
me, I'm not
Corbell and I
fully
talked about it in
convinced
one of
yet
our
on what that
episodes a while
was.
back. We did not have the video, though. There are servers where there's a whole bank of these kind of videos that Congress has not been allowed to see, that the public hasn't been allowed to see. Occasionally, some of that stuff gets out in the wild, and it comes our way. It should be going to you. The public.
Hey, sorry, everybody. My man right here, he's like, fuck yeah, finally. He's like, fuck yeah, finally.
I've known the whole time, man.
Yeah, somebody's telling these motherfuckers to their face.
What about the other dude on the other side of him? He kind of looks real nice, but like, I don't know. There's something about him too. I've been watching these motherfuckers behind him. Like, you got the dude.
She worries me, man.
Yeah, she creeped me the fuck out. And then the dude behind her, he's be fucking like.
He's been in that position the whole time. He's been doing that. But he's trying to look around that fro. He's trying to see around that fro. She got a mean fro.
They put him behind her,
look,
man.
Look at her, man. It is something about that lady,
she look
man.
mean.
She
like,
got a scowl.
Angry and shit.
She's had a scowl the whole time. She got a scowl.
She got resting bitch face for real. She the original resting bitch face.
That's not even resting bitch face. That's motherfucker. I'm watching your ass. I'm behind you. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you better not.
They're gonna be waiting for him outside after the hearing and shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna go out the back door.
She's looking at him. Look. She's looking at him right now. Like, you better not. Like, she knows something. And she got on the it's something weird about this.
No, she's weird. Most people back there seem somewhat normal, but yeah, her and there's a few other on the other side over there that just tripped me the fuck out. I can't with them. Okay. I don't know where the fuck they found these people.
No, I think this is all in disguise. I think she looks like this. That's her hair, whatever. I think this is this guy. I think she knows some shit, yo. There's something about. First of all, how did she get here? Because she doesn't look like she's supposed to be there. Like, okay, where did you come from? How did you get in this? In front of Congress, in front of a congressional committee. Look at everybody. Everybody.
Well, I mean, I'm wondering, is that supposed to be the families of the guys who are up there speaking? Like, wwho are these people behind them in the first place?
Who is her, man? She scares me. She worries me, man.
Well, because the other side, I know those people are either their aides, their assistants, stuff like that for each one of the Congress individuals. But these people who are speaking to Congress or to the committee. Are these fucking random people they found on the side of the road? Were these people who were just interested in the topic? Are they family members of the individual speaking?
Everybody here, this guy right here, right? The whole time you go, the reason why I started, you can see him nod, like finally somebody's telling these motherfuckers. Everybody here is like, yo, they're with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, whatever. Him. But something about her, she looks authoritative. She looks like, don't piss me off. She looks powerful. I'm telling you, man. Look at it. Something about her, man, that throws me off, man.
And that dude, he must be like, I don't know what it is about the other guy on his left shoulder of right. I don't know, something about him throwing me off too. I don't know if he's just like a deer in headlights or what, but he looks too normal. Like, like you were saying how people like it looks like the AI put in and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's too something. Like, I've seen him before. You know what I'm saying? Like. You know, like in a TV show or something. I don't know. He be tripping me the fuck out. These motherfuckers look like people we've seen before and shit.
You know, if our government doesn't pass a law, I think if the world doesn't pass a law in the next 2 years to make people say on social media that AI videos are AI, we're going to have a serious problem of being able to tell what's real and isn't real. If they don't pass a fucking worldwide law to like water stamp, like you stamp a pack of cigarettes. This is cancerous. Don't smoke if you're pregnant.
Well, there's always a.
Damn it, that's what I'm saying, Scarlett.
Well, damn it, you take it too long. Get to the point, damn it.
Oh, I'm long-winded, girl. You ain't gonna tell me on what. I've been told that a lot. I've been told.
I know. I'm trying to help you out.
Not the way you think it. Anyway. If they don't come up with something worldwide to say that we have to implement a stamp of this is AI, we're going to be to a point where we can't tell what's real and that's real, what's real and not real, and that is dangerous. That's going to be dangerous, yo.
But there is always, government is not always the answer. They already have stuff that's already calling out AI. There's programmers out there that are creating the anti-AI so that they can, like, you can tell, like you can run it through a program and tell
too
that
much government is tyrannical. No government.
Look, I'm not trying to say like I don't agree with
let
you. Let me finish. Look, I let you fucking finish.
You did.
God damn it, TJ.
Yeah, you let me smoke too. You did let me smoke too. I apologize. Thank you.
I did. I let you do your vibe. I was just gonna say, like, I agree with you that it could be a problem, but I think
it's going to be a problem.
But I think that we created the problem, and we can be the solution to the problem without the government stepping in and saying, "Hey, I'm gonna tell you what's right and what's wrong."
Listen, there's no okay. Let's have this let's unpack what you're saying, because I don't think you're listening to me.
Counter the AI.
No, I don't think you're listening to me. There needs to be listen, too much government is tyrannical, authoritative, whatever. No government or is chaos, anarchy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. There's a delicate balance. When you're talking about what we're consuming, entertainment-wise, what we're consuming is just as important as food. It's not as important as food, but food, water, because the FDA. That's the reason why the FDA came out. Whatever. Somebody needs to have the balls to say, if we don't have a way, it got released yesterday that half everybody on X is fake than a motherfucker. The whole shit, nobody's real.
Mm-hmm.
This was yesterday. Nobody's real. MAGA is all fucking Indians or some shit. Whatever, they Canadians, whatever. All of it's bots. Everybody bots. Ain't nothing real.
It's the new generation of bots, man. We've been dealing with bots since the beginning of the internet. This is the new generation. Just like any previous generation that had technology, we're going to have to learn how to counter it, right? Because we counter bots.
I'm giving you a solution.
Shut up. Did we not counter bots from the original?
No, we didn't. They're worse than ever. Nobody talking about
there are ways to figure that shit out, like even technologically.
No, you need to pack body. AI.
I don't want government telling me too much.
Artificial intelligence need to be regulated. If we're going to fuck with it, if Elon Musk, Lex Friedman, all the people that's fucking with it saying we really don't understand, but it's going to happen anyway, because this is what they say. If we don't do it, China's going to do it. This is their excuse for doing it. They're saying we don't know what this shit is for real. But if we don't do it, China's going to do it.
Well,
so we got to do it.
Another country will.
Let me finish what I'm saying. God damn it, Scarlett. Shut up.
I can't. It's not in my blood.
If we don't regulate artificial intelligence in the next 2 years, we're not going to be able to tell what's real and what's fake, and it's going to be detrimental to politics, to the social contract of how we feel about things, whatever. If we don't, they need to come up with a regulation to where a video, if the motherfucker's AI, there need to be a joint. This is AI, just like rap. Parental advisory. We need a parental advisory sticker for AI. The shit is AI.
And you know that parental advisory didn't do shit but make people buy more albums. Same thing with the FDA. How good did they really fucking turn out for us while we got dyes and shit all up in our fucking foods? That's why we still watch shit that's all kinds of fucked up. The government, whatever program they put in, usually ends up shit. So you think they're going to be in control of AI? How far do you think they're going to actually regulate it for your benefit, as opposed to the corporations that already have their hands in the government that are going to regulate it? Really think about the programs that we have that are government programs and how bad they really are. How bad they don't really serve the people they're supposed to serve. The VA, all that shit was created, right, for our vets. How well did they fucking serve our vets?
They shouldn't have vets currently. What are you talking about?
All this stuff where all of our vets aren't being taken care of. And just about any program I can think of by the government, 9 times out of 10, the program does not work in favor of the people.
Justify sending tens of billions of dollars to foreign countries, probably hundreds of billions of dollars.
That was the government. Yeah, the government did that shit behind our back.
But won't take care of our own wounded veterans.
Exactly. So you want the government to regulate AI. How well do you think they're going to regulate it? They're going to tell you what they're doing is for your best interest, but do you really think the government's going to regulate it in any means that's actually good for the people?
Okay, so look, I guess what we're going to get to is this point of, it's fucked anyway, right? Okay,
we have to regulate ourselves. In more cases than not.
That's not going to happen, because the whole point of me walking away from
government ain't doing it either.
Y'all ain't gonna regulate. Just listen.
No, there's people out there that create programs and
Scarlett,
stuff for this. You don't want to listen to my point either, TJ.
I didn't listen to your point. You've been impressing me the entire time, but you don't let me say shit.
I let you
you've
say
been
all kinds
impressing
of
me.
shit.
You've been
I'm having a
impressing me.
conversation with you. I didn't know this was a one-sided conversation.
It ain't one-sided. Woman, go ahead. I'm listening.
Man, like I said, we could create programs to counter that stuff. There's programmers out there that are already creating programs that identify AI off the jump. They're doing it in Spotify to be able to say these are AI songs.
Okay. You know a number one song, the first number one artificial intelligence song, Billboard, hit number one Billboard was a country song, completely AI last week. Last week, completely.
And they're in works right now for Spotify to they have that stuff regulated as AI. They're supposed to be changing all that, so they have these little bots in there that are supposed to identify AI.
So you fucking agree with me then? When I say it need to be regulated.
Yes, I just don't like the government to come in and be the regulators because they always fuck it up.
Well, who else is going to regulate it if it's not the government? The government serves a purpose.
You'd be surprised. We regulate ourselves more than you think.
No, we need. So you don't think we need a government?
Not in the capacity that we have. No.
You think we need the police?
Yes and no. Even the police are fucked up right now. The police don't do their job properly either. So yes, we do need things, but again, it's like every time just like when you say the AI is going to fuck us over, anything that humans do in that sense always is a fucking problem.
Okay.
The government is created by the people, of the people, for the people here, and yet the government is fucked up.
Okay. So by that standard, everything you just said, because everything I'm saying, you basically say, and you're right. You're countering it with, well, yeah, but it's still fucked up. Yeah, but it's still fucked up. You're right. So I'm gonna give you that. So by what you're saying, we're cooked. So the best thing that you can do for yourself, self-preservation. Self-preservation. So the best thing you can do for yourself is try to do the right thing and enjoy this and have a good time.
Enjoy your life.
Because it's gonna happen any motherfucking way.
We're not going to stop what humans are going to do. We're going to do what we do, what we've always done since the beginning of humanity, wherever that point is. I'm not going to sit here and argue like the point of creation, but since humans were created or formed or what the fuck ever, we've always had the same sort of outlook, or as far as the group of humanity. We have outliners, we have individuals, but the group of humanity has always been the same. It's always been conquer, destroy, and take. Always. Very few times has groups come in where they're not about that. Now, individuals are different.
I got a deep question to ask you, and it's personal.
Okay.
You can be honest with me?
Maybe. I don't know. It depends on the question.
What the fuck you mean? What the fuck you mean? You lie?
I don't know. It depends on the question. What kind of question you asking me?
I don't know if you can be truthful, so fuck it. I ain't asking.
All right, don't ask it then. I don't know. You might be
asking.
You
might lie to me.
Some fucking weird shit. I don't know what the fuck
you might lie to me. I don't even like that. You just say I might lie to you, TJ.
It ain't that I'm gonna lie to you. I may not answer it at all. It depends on the question.
I'll take that better than. I'll take a no
comment. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna ask me? Like, it'd be different. Okay, like, you asking me some shit about religion, or you asking me some shit about like.
Well, I'm about to ask you. Am I outlier? Am I outlier? Am I a follower? Am I a leader? Am I out of those three? Am I a follower? Am I an outlier? Or am I a leader? What you think about me?
To answer that, do you hold? Let's see, how am I going to ask this? How much power do you hold in the government to tell you what to do would be where I would answer that question. Because if you hold for others to sort of direct you on how to live your life, then I would say you're a follower. If you choose to say, hey, look, I'm living my life. Now, I'll listen to things. I take things into consideration. But in the end, I'm not just listening to whoever the fuck tells me what to do. Then I would say you may be a leader or outliner.
Okay, so
in other words, how much control do you give others for your life?
That was a real clever way of dancing around what I asked you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because I don't know. I don't know enough about you to answer that, though.
What you did define the options I gave you. You locate, but here's the definition of the options, but you never answered my question. It was clever. It was smooth. I like that. So, man,
I don't know enough about
so far. Well, I'm asking you, so far, what do you think of me? So far, follower, outlier, leader. So far,
based off what we've discussed, I want to put you as an outliner, but you seem to still have more. Like, you want the government to still be in control. a little bit more than I would
that
say
is
an
true.
outliner or
I
even a
can
leader
respect that.
would.
I can respect that.
So
I
that's why I
think
said
that
I
was
had to
nice.
like. That's why I wanted to ask you, like, because when we were talking, you were saying, the government, we need to regulate this or whatever. So I was trying to see how far. What I'm asking you is, how far are you willing to go with so much of the government control? Because that kind of dictates whether you're an outliner, a leader, or a follower. Because if you're gonna do whatever the government tells you, then you're a follower. You're gonna follow foot and hand to whatever Big Daddy tells you to do.
You made me smile. I had to go piss. You made me smile. I like good ass. Good ass. I'm here to play. Good ass. You're smart.
Nah, I ain't
dangerous.
smart, man. Don't
Nah,
give me
you're actually dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna take a piss. I'll be right back.
All right.
Public should be seeing this stuff. And why you're not allowed to, I don't know. But that's a Hellfire missile smacking into that UFO and just bounced right off. And it kept going.
It kept going, and it looks like the debris was taken with it.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
So
what
again,
flies like that?
again, I'm not going to speculate what it is, but the question is, why are we being blocked from this information consistently? And you had you reported James Lukatsky came to you with government possession of NHI craft and how they ultimately gained entry. Can you testify to the veracity of that claim?
Dr. Lukatsky is an honorable man who served most of his career with the DIA, a very trusted, high-level rocket scientist and intelligence analyst who inspired the OSAP program, as I said earlier. And in full disclosure, I've co-written 2 books with him. He dropped this on myself and our other co-author out of the blue. And it took 14 months for us to get DOPSR approval for him to release 2 sentences on that.
Hey.
He said this craft, we had managed to get inside of it. It had no wings, no rotor, no tail. It had no fuel.
I just want to say something to you. I think you're an outlier. Like, for real. You think. A lot of people don't fucking think.
I just perceive things. I like.
No. Can you let me finish what I'm saying? You do gotta.
I got a mouth, man. It's part of me.
Yeah. Leave it alone. But I'm just saying, just pimp to pimp. You know what I'm saying? You think. A lot of people don't fucking think, and I like that. And you ain't ashamed to say how you feel. I like it. Cool beans. That's all I'm gonna say. Just giving you props. I ain't on your dick. I'm just giving you props. You think?
You don't do that. See, you can't be doing that. My ego's already too big, man. You got to knock it down at least 3 more
Such
pegs.
a big it's too big. It's too wide. It won't
You can't be feeding a girl's ego like that, man. That's
fit.
dangerous shit right there.
Such a big ego. Hey.
I know, right?
You got a huge ego.
That's what I've been told, man. You can't be feeding the ego like that.
It's too big. It's too wide. It won't fit. God damn it. Hold on.
No fuel tanks. They didn't know how it flew or how it was operated. It clearly looked like it was aerodynamic, but he would not go further. He's a by-the-book guy, and until he gets clearance to say more about that, I don't think we're going to hear much more. But it's not ours. It wasn't ours. We didn't make it. We didn't know who made it and how it was built and how it operated. We've got at least one, and I don't know. I think that's enough confirmation that we do have recovered discs and material.
Mr. Knapp, I've watched many of your videos on Joe Rogan and other places. One of the big questions, I think, for many of us is, why do you believe that the federal government refuses to be transparent about this issue?
I think there's probably multiple reasons. At the start, when these things first started invading our skies in large numbers, we were scared. It was right after World War II, and we didn't know what they were, and they didn't want to panic the public, and that was probably a good call. Over time, I think the lying sort of became institutionalized. Flights over Washington, D.C. in 1952, they're seen, they're captured on radar, jets are chased after these objects, and then we get an explanation it was a temperature inversion. And those kind of lies have been told for a long time. What was told to me by an investigator from Congress, a guy named Richard D'Amato, who was sent after this story by Robert Byrd and Harry Reid, he came out to Nevada, tried to get into Area 51, did get in there, looked around, talked to people, trying to get to the bottom of it. He believed that this program, reverse engineering, et cetera, was had been moved inside these corporations. And he said, when this comes out, people are going to go to prison. And he meant people who were basically misusing legitimate national security funds, tens of billions of dollars, in order to keep this cover-up going. I also believe there's a legitimate reason.
Scarlett, I've been saying this for a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
The technological leap from fire, we just learned to fly. The Wright brothers just drove that shit off the cliff. You know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That was like 100 years ago. From say we've been around for, I'm just gonna throw a number out there. I have no idea. I'm just gonna throw a number. I'm gonna just say 100,000 years. I'm just throwing a number. It's based on nothing. 100,000 years, right? That might even be crazy. We'll say 50,000 years. I don't know. Whatever. However you want to put it. In the last 100, from 50,000 years to now, in the last 100 years, we went from the combustible engine, steam engine, you know what I'm saying? Electricity, fucking transistors, electricity, whatever. Flight, and then all of a sudden, we hit this boom, this absurd technology, nuclear, the microwaves, we're going to the moon and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We do it all the time. Wi-Fi, then it just goes to Wi-Fi, to the shit we used to watch. I used to watch Star Trek when I was a little boy, and then I'm watching Star Trek happen in real life. You know what I'm saying? Everything but the teleportation and shit. Yo, something, and there's no way. He's more reverse engineering. I'm saying that the back of what he says, more reverse engineering, because there's a technological leap from okay, every 100 years, man, move, you know, gunpowder, you know, fire, the lever, the pulley system, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know, boom, gunpowder, so, the industrial complex, then all of a sudden it just takes off to now Wi-Fi. And then when you think about this, here's the crazy part. This is just my thoughts. When you think that what we're doing right now, everything we're doing right now is built off, man has been able, I want you to think about what I'm saying, to take dirt, wood, stone, rock, metal, and create Wi-Fi, and create shit that you see on your television, to create the internet. And it's all built from, we went from wood structures. They're taking wood. There's something going on. Wood resources, the earth resources created, and it happened over the technological leap in the last 100 years has been ridiculous. Has been ridiculous. So now we're on point of AI. When I grew up, we talking about Terminator, Skynet, yada, it's coming. But motherfuckers here now.
Well, Vermont wants a link. I'm sorry, I just looked over at your chat.
Okay, all right.
My bad.
No, you cool. I was running my I appreciate you letting me have that.
I didn't want to interrupt you. I was trying to let you finish, but then I looked over and I seen
That's
that.
what you gotta do. You gotta let me talk. At least on my. Can I finish on my own shit?
No, I can't always finish on my own shit either. I get interrupted all the time too. It just is what it is, TJ.
It gotta be fucked up not being able to finish, right? Especially if it's,
I'm sorry.
Imagine if it's pent up and you start, or and you with somebody, you co-hosting with somebody, and y'all start going back and forth, in and out, back and forth, and you can't even finish, and the motherfucker finish for you finish, and you can't finish. That gotta be frustrating as a motherfucker.
No, that's all right, because I mean that's to me part of conversating with people. Like, because once you have a thought and you're trying to like get it out there, other people are already going to kind of hear where you're going. They're going to have their own take, and they want to get in on the conversation with you. So I don't take it as an offense. I take it as they want to participate with me in the conversation.
But if I don't let you finish and I finish before you, and I don't allow you to finish, then you're going to carry that built up energy of not being able to get your point off, get your shit off.
I still get my point off. I'm gonna finish one way or another.
You do it by yourself.
I have other folks, but I do what I do.
Okay, other people, you got other people you run to help you finish.
Oh yeah, I got someone that can help me finish.
That's what's up. All right.
I got one individual help me finish.
Help you get off. You gotta get off. You don't want to be backed up. Thoughts,
no.
Frustration.
You don't want to be off. Yeah, all the frustration is suffering.
drive you insane. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to get your shit off.
I forgot. Well, you was telling us though about that, some things. My brain done one fucking went sideways.
Here we go. Look at this. The monkey with the eyeglass. Look at Tony Villa.
Oh, I remember I was gonna tell you. I was trying to let you finish, but that dude again on that fucking left corner or left shoulder, his ass fucking looked up a second ago like he was looking up for fucking transmission or something. Like, what do we need to do next? I swear, I was like thinking that shit when I watched it. I was like, what the fuck? Look, old lady over there got a half a smile now. I can't help but people watch. I'm
gonna go smoke some more weed, man. Can I go smoke some more weed?
I don't care. You do what you do.
I'm gonna play.
But I don't know. I'll kind of watch for Vermont. Maybe he'll pop in a second.
Yeah, I did. Hey, yo, you got a wrench?
I think I got one.
And listen, Keys, I swear for cheese. Hey, I know she might be. I don't think she thinks like that. But I promise you, next time I'm riching you up. I'm giving you DG status. You know what I'm saying? The next time we get live, cause you the one. You my home girl. Y'all fuck with you heavy. All right, I'm here to play. I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna chill and listen to this dude.
Yeah, he talking some shit. And look, try to remember it. So when I come back, I'm gonna go outside and listen to Billie Eilish. I'm gonna tell you what I'm about to do. I'm gonna go outside and smoke some.
I'm gonna try to take it all in and give you like the Reader's Digest version of it.
And debrief me when I come back.
Oh, you love a good debriefing, don't you?
Yes, I do. I'll be right back.
All right.
Reason for the cover-up in that there is undeniable connection of national security involved in this technology. If we are racing for it to master that technology against the Russians and the Chinese, which is what I have been told by Senator Reid and many others, then it is a race that's critical to our survival. There could be a form of disclosure, I think. Yes, it's real. It's from somewhere else, without revealing all the details that would allow someone else to have an advantage in the race for this technology.
Thank you.
My first question is to Mr. Knapp. Mr. Knapp, how do we know that the files that you obtained from the former Soviet government are not BS and just given to you as a disinformation campaign against the U.S. government?
Yeah, it's a good question. So I shared some of them with the Senate Intelligence Committee when I first got back because that was requested by the Russians who shared some of that information with me. Secondly, I gave all of that material to the DIA through BASS, the OSAP program. Sorry for the acronyms.
Can you name names real quick? Sorry.
At BASS or OSAP?
Who did you give them to directly?
I gave them to Robert Bigelow and to Jim Lukatsky. And they hired a whole team to go through them and retranslate them and analyze it. And they created a structure of how the UFO programs in the USSR and Russia were put together. They said they were real. The other person who said they were real is David Grush.
And then finally, Mr. Borland, when you engaged with Arrow in 2023, you noted that their public statements did not match the reality that you and others had witnessed. In your assessment, what were the key limitations of Arrow?
I would put it to you this way. The statement Arrow has made is scientific evidence of extraterrestrials. Scientific evidence requires a scientific control. Extraterrestrial is an entity on another planet. The only way to scientifically prove extraterrestrial is we have to go to that planet, acquire technology, bring it back, and compare it to what we have here.
So you're saying they won't let anything out because, or they won't come forward unless they confirm that unless they go to the planet and confirm where its origin is?
That would be scientific evidence, yes. And by that statement, Arrow found no scientific evidence of extraterrestrials is basically, I don't want to call it a psyop, but a misrepresentation because we do have things. But making that statement is not technically a lie. It's a misrepresentation of the full truth.
I'm going to go to you, Mr. Knapp, first. You've interviewed numerous UAP whistleblowers over the years. The question is, how do you verify their claims before deciding they're credible enough to report on?
It's a combination of factors. First, you check their credentials. Did they really serve where they said they did? And did they work where they said they did? Are there any other witnesses? Is there visual proof, film, footage, things of that sort? You ask the people around them that know them, that used to work with them. If they're credible people, that's one way. I think about Arrow, the organization that this body created to deal with witnesses and whistleblowers. I hope I'm not taking too much of your time here, but they invited people to come forward, service members who saw things and had experiences. And I can tell you that the people that I have talked to who went through that are deeply disappointed. There was a guy named Bob Jacobs who was a lieutenant attached to Vandenberg in 1964. His unit would record missile tests. They recorded all of them. On one of these particular tests, a UFO comes out of nowhere, zaps what looks like a laser beam at what would have been a nuclear dummy, a nuclear weapon, and disabled it. And he is called into the commander's office. Two guys in suits clip that film footage out that shows the UFO, and he's ordered to never talk about it. He comes forward to Arrow. He heeds the call, thinking he's doing his duty as an American to tell that story, and they completely dismissed him. They made up a story that they had tracked down the original footage, and there was nothing like that in it. Well, there was no original footage. It had been taken away the day the footage was recorded. He's deeply disappointed. People like Bob Salas, who had worked at a nuclear ICBM base, who saw UFOs flying over the base, and these missile silos were taken down. He went to Arrow, too, and was completely disregarded. It almost looks like Arrow operated as a counterintelligence operation to get people to come in, tell their stories, and then discredit all of them. I can't imagine that any whistleblower or witness will ever go to Arrow again because of what happened under the first director, who's now long gone, but still seems to act as the spokesperson for that organization.
And I would say, Madam Chair, maybe at some point we need to really dig deep into Arrow, and I would encourage us.
Oh, I'd be happy to send maybe a subpoena to Mr. Kilpatrick.
There you go.
Another question for you, Mr. Knapp. What is, in your view, having investigated this issue for so many years, what is the long game with respect to disclosure of this information to the public? Because with the advent of essentially a video camera and a high megapixel phone in everybody's pocket, at some point, this information is going to be impossible to withhold from the public. What do you think is the long game here?
Well, the secret's out. I mean, how many videos have there been already? You know, videos that are leaked from within the military and intelligence agencies and contractors and sensor platforms. It's out there. But they have the high ground. The people that don't want us to take it seriously dismiss it, discredit the witnesses, come up with a cover story. I mean, it's been out there a long time. The public senses that it's real, and the people in authority dismiss them. It's a game that's been going on a long time, and I don't think they're ever going to release it. I think that there's an attitude among the people that have been involved in this for a long time that the public doesn't deserve to know, and that the public probably can't handle it, but they can.
Real quick, I'd like to ask the committee to replay that video that Burleson. I want to ask every witness here, specifically ones that have sensor training or have been able to recognize some of this movement, real quick. So if you guys can please roll that real quick.
High prices put the
Oh,
holiday
yeah.
spirit.
Cover your eyes, folks. It's all the
in
ads.
danger.
I'm sorry. I don't have any control. Oh, shit. It's all the
Aldi
Christmas ads,
just
too. It's not
saves
even
the holidays.
Thanksgiving yet.
Shop
Shit.
Aldi first.
Get the
and
hell out of
save.
here, Christmas. Wait your turn.
It's an Aldi thing.
Okay, while this is still rolling, Mr. Nusatelli, real quick yes or no answers. Are you aware of anything in the government, United States government arsenal that can split a Hellfire missile like this?
No.
And do whatever Bob
what I
thinks
missed?
and then keep
What I
going?
missed,
Nothing?
Nothing.
All right, how about you, Chief Wiggins?
All right, so
Nothing
pause
to
it
my
and I'll
knowledge,
let you
ma'am.
know. All right, so they talked about the whistleblowers and how they were coming forth and being discredited by Arrow, and how one guy was saying, you know, he believes that's basically an anti-intelligence. They're only there so that when people only there so they can discredit and basically, you know, erase anything, basically. And then this chick here that was just talking, she wanted to go back over the video and she was just about to ask him some questions based off what she said. She said, do you ever think a Hellfire missile could split like that? So it makes me think that missile was not the thing that split up, was supposed to be ours, and what hit it was the alien.
Right. But that's what I was Okay, I got you.
So now I got a whole different perspective. I thought the thing that split up, I'm like, oh, that just looked like that looked normal. But
No,
now
I thought it was
that
a drone.
clarification,
I thought
I'm
it was
like,
a drone. Okay.
Okay, now I got the full context of the video.
I thought the joint that hit it was the alien.
The missile.
No, I thought the drone. I thought the joint that was flying at the beginning was us. I thought the joint that hit it. I didn't think we shot it. I thought the joint that hit it hit our shit.
Oh, okay. See, I was confused. I thought they were showing us the object itself, and like we were trying to hit it, and like that's how it reacted to our fire or whatever.
Right.
But apparently
So
that
I mean,
object
but
was our Hellfire missile.
Was it wrong for trying to hit it?
I don't know. Apparently we were flying it, and she said a Hellfire missile, and I guess it hit it.
I'm saying, but if it was trying to hit it, right?
I guess. I was going to say, you can go back like just a few seconds, because she kind of talks about it.
It seen something that it wanted to hit, and it hit it. Is that a bad thing?
I don't know.
Are the aliens bad?
I don't know. Well, it depends on how many aliens we got here. We're assuming they're all.
I got probe. I let you tell her I got probe.
I don't know, man.
You said sleep paralysis.
No, that was Courtney. Courtney said that.
No, I know you said that.
That's what Courtney said.
You said you get sleep paralysis. Was that Courtney that said that?
That was Courtney.
Okay. You said something about probe.
I said about the spider on the wall. Because I woke up and I still saw the spider and it like crawled up the wall and disappeared on me and shit. But I didn't have sleep paralysis because I turned over to the wall.
You said some shit about probing though too.
What did I say earlier? I said something about what the guy was talking about. I said, as long as you don't get
probed. You said I got probed.
No, that's what Courtney said. I said some shit.
No, earlier before that, you said I got probed. But don't worry about it.
No, I said something about the dude. I said, as long as you don't get probed, you're all right.
Yeah, that's what it was. You like that.
I was talking about the guy that was talking to the committee.
Have you ever been probed?
Not that I'm aware of.
Do you want to get probed?
I don't think so. I don't think the probing is quite the same as what we do here. I don't want the alien probes. No, I don't know what kind of fuckery they got going on.
I fuck with you. Okay, let's get back to it. No doubt, me neither. Damn it, I ain't get probed for the record. No,
ain't no telling what they do when they probe. They go all up inside of you and shit. It ain't just going up the butt, man. They going all deep and stuff. I don't want none of that.
I got.
You know that they might have planted something inside of motherfuckers. That's why they looking like that behind them. They was real people, and they done probed them and put
that
something
shit was
inside
wild.
of them.
Hey, look, all jokes aside, that shit was wild at the beginning because they did look. It caught me off guard because I was sitting here talking or whatever before you came on. I was sitting here talking. I didn't know what I was, but it was just something. The vibe was off. I was like, man, look at these. And you know me, I ain't the one to be sitting and be talking about people like talk about. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I do. And I'm like, these motherfuckers look weird as shit, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I can't remember, but oh man, there was a point when you was gone, and one of the guys was talking about this shit, right? And then one of the ladies, not the old lady that we was talking about, but the other fucking weird looking one behind them that had white hair too. It looked like we couldn't tell if it was a dude or what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Motherfucker was shaking its head and shit, had the weirdest fucking smile on their face. I was like, oh, fuck it, it's the lizard people. Holy shit.
Hey, look,
and this other guy's like agreeing with him, the one you was talking about that knows. He knows what's up. When they was talking, he kept shaking his head like, yep, government's all fucked up and shit. But the other lady was shaking her head no and shit and like fucking the creepiest. Like it wasn't like a full grin where you see teeth, but it's like
what do you think? What do you think of all? What do you take out of all of this? What do you take? You believe in the Lord? Where you had at? Where you had at, girl?
Well, I don't know, man. Cause see, like I've looked in a lot of different religions. I'm not one that's big.
Okay,
into religion
it's cool. It's cool. Listen. I'm not.
But it's not that I don't say religion's real or any of that kind of stuff. It's just for me personally, the things that I've seen when humans get involved in things, there's always fuckery. So even with this, like as much as I want to believe in certain things and I want to believe things are true, I still have to question even my own thoughts because otherwise you're just going to get caught up into the hype and then you're not going to stay focused on the goal. What is it? You can't see the forest through the trees.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a questioner. I question everything as best.
Okay. Can I tell you something? You gotta let me get my shit off. Can I get my shit off?
All right, go ahead.
My homeboy right now, not even my homeboy, my big brother. He ain't my homeboy, he's my big brother. He's in the hospital right now. All right, him and his little brother who's my age, that's how I know him, whatever. All right, listen, they would There was always on some. The family grew up. His mom's mom used to drive the school bus. Community, whatever. Listen, there was always on some. It's some other shit out there. Some other shit. His mom and dad used to go to church, whatever. I can't go on them. I don't can say no names. I used to tell him, like, listen, y'all are always looking for the next answer, the green tablets, the you know what I'm saying, whatever. You're looking for the answers, but you'll never find the motherfucking answers. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bible states that, there's going to be mysteries. You're never going, what you're looking for, you're never going to find it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go around and chill. We smoking blunts and shit. We chilling. I get mad at him. We sitting there we playing mad and shit. Hey, yo, tell me, I want you to watch this shit, man. Go ahead, man. I ain't trying to watch this shit right now. Don't do this to me. No, man, now you got to watch this shit. They'll put in some shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I ain't going to front. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to hate, the loose chains, guys, I've seen all them shits. Alex Jones, I'm not trying to front like I ain't with it. That's why I'm here. But it comes a certain point where, what do you believe in? You know what I mean? Like what do you believe in? That's what I'm asking. I'm asking you, what do you believe in? I'm gonna take a piss. I want you to think about it while I'm taking a piss. I'm pissing a lot because I'm drinking. I want to know what you believe in.
I'll let you know what I believe in.
I bet. I'll be right back. Thank you too. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being open and honest. It's rare, especially on the internet.
I ain't gonna say you're gonna like my answer or it's gonna be a great answer, but it's gonna be an answer of sorts.
You want me to hit play? I'm gonna take a quick piss. I ain't got it. I don't want to. I'll play this.
I'll sit here. Okay, you can press play, or I'll just sit here and ramble for a minute. It don't matter either way.
You go ahead and ramble. All
right, let's see how many people we got hanging out. Oh, we got nobody. Hey, you rigger pieces of shit. Y'all need to get your ass back in here. We need folks to talk to. We talking about serious stuff here. We're talking about aliens and the possibilities of the universe and all sorts of AI and all kinds of whacked out shit. Y'all ain't interested in this? What the hell? I don't. All right. Well, I guess I'll just sit here and ramble. So yeah, I'm curious to see if we're gonna find anything else out there when they go to the moon, if they're gonna even show us anything. Probably not, but I've been fucking speculating on that shit on the moon, man. They be tripping me out with the Wi-Fi's on that shit. I watched that video, and ever since then, man, I've been looking at the moon all kinds of different sideways and shit. And then when I was over there at the Huntsville Center, I was asking one of the guys at NASA. He's some dude that worked with launching satellites and shit like that. And I was asking him about the moon. The motherfucker, he was playing me so fucking hard though, but it was still funny because I asked him, I was like, well, what about, the stuff they found on the moon? He was like, what do you mean, the Chinese spaceship? And I was like, I ain't talking about that spaceship. Motherfucker, I know which one you're talking about. I tripped me the fuck out. I was like, you know what I'm talking about. Now, either you fucking playing with me for real, or and I know, you just don't want to say it. But that shit tripped me out for real. And then I had the other dude trying to tell me, like, ain't nothing gonna happen with the, what's that satellite out there? Oh, man, I'm terrible with names. Voyager, I think that's the one they got out there where they just received a signal back from it and was getting sort of like, what is it? Sort of all the diagnostics on the Voyager as far as its own diagnostics. And I was asking them, like, do you think they'll ever get anything as far as being able to, what it was able to read around it, sort of, any elements, even if it's radiation or not, or whatever, where it's at in space. And dude fucking pops his head up over me and this lady and talking about, you're not going to ever find out anything else about that. I'm like, bitch, get the fuck away from me. You ain't part of this conversation unless you're going to add to it. And people play too much over there at NASA, man. I'm telling you, start asking questions and they start playing with you real fucking hard. That dude thought I was crazy, but then again, he got angry about it. So it made me wonder.
You weren't in NASA. Hold on. You said you was in NASA hollering at somebody. He said,
yeah, I went this summer. We went to the Huntsville Space Center. And it's got the military base.
I heard you say something about Huntsville. You said it's FBI.
It's Redstone. That's where they do the rockets and stuff like that. They get the military base there.
What state?
Alabama.
Alabama. Okay. All right.
So it's North Alabama. It's up north. And they had a guy on our tour. We took like a tour, and it takes you to the military base, and that's where they have both the military and NASA. That's where the payload center is. All kinds of shit, right?
Payload.
We couldn't even. Yeah, the payload center.
Okay.
That's where they send. That's where they send stuff. That's where they send stuff back to the astronauts. So if they need certain
Oh
supplies.
shit! Oh,
That's the payload.
it's my ISIS. It's my ISIS. The space laser. What the fuck are you
I'm
talking?
talking. All right, so in Huntsville at SpaceX or whatever,
Walk me through this shit. Okay,
they
SpaceX.
have a right next to like sort of the kids area, I guess you would call it. It's kind of like an explorium or science area you can go through, and they kind of tell you about the Apollo missions and all kinds of stuff. Well, next to that is the actual military base, and when you go there, you get a tour. And when we were in there, you got to go to the payload center. That's where they are tracking the space station. You can see it. They have all the cameras. They have all the live feeds. And the people in there are communicating with the astronauts on a daily basis in order to, if they need things, whatever they need, whatever food, whatever it is that their needs are, they communicate that back to payload center. And they send that stuff back up to the space station.
Can I pause you for 1 second? Are you able to go in there? That sounds like a museum trip, like a field trip. It sounds like you can go there on a field trip type shit, right? Okay. Can you record that shit?
No, they would not let us take video in there or pictures. There was a few spots at that base where it was basically, it was set up for the tour group. So you could take pictures of like sort of some of the old artifacts, I guess you could call it, or old parts to some of the rockets and things like that, the engines. But anything that was actively being worked on, or if they were actively working, you could not, they consider that active like research and shit. You could not fucking film it. Like it was very like I was like, holy fuck. Like they were not if they caught you, your ass was fucking in trouble.
I believe.
So for instance, when we went and we got to see them working on Artemis, we weren't even supposed to see that. Like dude even said, because he was the engineer and he was telling us about the new sort of welding techniques that they have there in Huntsville, to where it's a seamless weld. Actually, I looked it up. It's called
seamless weld.
It's a seamless weld. It's they basically are taking materials and using heat to mesh them together instead of welding normally where you have to like spot weld it. It's basically almost like fusing the particles together in a weird way and then laying them back out. So it makes a seamless weld. And he showed us like the tanks that they were working on. But this one guy that was on our trip with us, he was part of our tour group. He actually retired.
I got a niece that's a welder. A niece. I got a niece that's a welder. Her and her husband are welder. At the motherfucking naval base. You know what I'm saying? Shipyard. At the shipyard. Building ships. Yeah, I got a niece and her. They met each other on at the shipyard and got married. Welders. No doubt.
I'm trying to remember what it was called. I had it looked up earlier, but either way, I was on this trip, right? So I were looking at all this stuff and it's all cool or whatever. But there was a guy on our tour group who worked at the base. I guess he was retired. And so I'm asking the tour guy, which I know I'm not going to get any real answers, but I figure it's the only time I'm ever probably going to come here. And we talk about the moon, we talk about NASA, we talk about space from time to time. This is the only opportunity I'll ever get to ask these questions.
You know why I did this, right?
Why?
Because I came back and I asked you a question about something, but
I was rambling while you were
going. I know. I haven't forgotten.
I ain't forget what you asked me.
So we're gonna stop this right here and go back to the original shit. What did I ask you? I know
you asked me what do I believe in?
Yeah.
Or what are my beliefs?
Okay.
So in this moment in time, right here, right now, I believe in the possibilities. I believe that we create the possibilities. And it's into us to either take the paths or not take the paths. I don't know if there's a real God out there or not. I've questioned it. I oftentimes think that a lot of things that we see or that we don't see is only because we are not created to see it. So for instance, when we started doing, we talk about dimensions, we can only see up to 3D. We have models of 4 dimensions, but we cannot truly see in a 4-dimensional world. So if we have beings out there that are created and they are able to see dimensions beyond us, it's possible that we may not even see them, right? So it's possible that even these aliens and stuff could just be beings that we're never able to see. Same thing with ghosts and other spirits. They're here all the time, but because we can only see in a certain dimension, maybe sometimes, over time we've evolved and we're starting to see past that.
Can I say I'm following you? I just want to let you know. I don't want you to think I'm sitting over here being judgmental.
Because when you think about what the aliens are doing here, they're talking about time jumps, phasing. Those are things that are found when I study dimensions. Those are things that are found on like the 12th dimension.
I shouldn't have said nothing. But, okay. All right, I'm sorry. Because hold on. Because I think what you're going to do is like, Remember I told you I said I was going on my homeboy's crib, whatever. Like, listen, it's searching for the green tablets, like Indiana Jones. You know, it's listen. Okay, I got you. Is there?
You know what? Like
Is
each
there
one of the dimensions.
hold on.
You didn't let me finish.
No, because I got something else. It's very important that you hear this.
Okay.
All right. You started off on that when you said, I said, what? I asked you, what do you believe in? You know, so whatever, blah, blah, blah. We eventually got there. And you said your initial thing was possibilities. You know what I'm saying? You believe in possibilities. All right. When I heard that, I'm like, okay, well, it's endless possibilities. So where you will never have an ending to this. And to answer this answer, your answer that you're going to give me has no ending because it's endless possibilities. Where I have an ending, like, okay, I believe in the Lord. This is what it is. Boom. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Where your shit is just endless. You know,
because we're always learning, we're always growing, and we're always discovering. So I don't want to put my belief, like, all right, beliefs are hard, right? Because once you've centered your belief, then you are centered. Like most people do not waffle from their beliefs, and everything that they see the world as is perceived through that belief.
Listen.
So the reason I said, no, you won't let me finish, TJ. You're literally cutting me off too. So like the reason I said possibilities is because I don't want to fixate on one belief and be centered in that belief, and therefore my whole world outview is centered on that belief. I want to say, okay, this is possible, but can I see past those possibilities to the truth?
Right. I understand. I'm with you. Listen, I believe that all of it's coming from the same source. You know, different dialects, different tongues. Over time, it's just been molded. Man did his thing. I don't know. But what I do believe, and I mean this, and I don't know how. I mean, if I ask too many questions, if I go, well, you ask a scientist, well, the Big Bang theories, well, two particles rub together, boom, the universe is created. Okay, well, who made the two particles?
Exactly. See, I don't even necessarily believe in the Big Bang theory, so I'm with you on that.
I'm just talking though. I did. Let me get my shit off. You know what I'm saying? Please, on my own. Can I finish?
I don't know. You let me finish. God damn it!
I've been rude. I apologize. All right, so I just had certain things happen in my life. You know that. I know when I seen the hand of God, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, like I can't deny it. So I understand you haven't had experiences I had, because I'm also open to. That's why I say I believe it all came from the same source.
TJ, could I tell you a story that happened to me one time when I was in church?
Absolutely.
All right. So I went to this is when I was in middle school. So I went to a church. We did a lot of praise and worship, stuff like that, and we had a youth group and all that kind of stuff. And oftentimes in our youth group, they would ask us to bring friends from school, to kind of make it bigger. It's kind of like outreach, right? So it was often common for us to see new members in the youth group and not think anything about it. So one of the older girls in our youth group brought this girl, and we were doing praise and worship. Everything was normal, right? During praise and worship, well, at least for me, I oftentimes would close my eyes, right? And I get into the songs and sort of lose yourself in the hymns, right? And all the different kinds of songs or whatever. When I close my eyes, and again, I'm singing the songs, you got your hands up in the air, all that kind of good stuff, right? I see an image, and it starts off as a picture, slowly reveals itself into more of a video, kind of like it's a moving picture, right? Starts off as an image, and all I can see is the original girl from my youth group. And she's in a light, but she's crying. Like you can see the suffering on her face. And as the picture reveals and it starts to move, you can see her grabbing onto what was the girl she brought to church. And that girl was in darkness. And the whole fucking the whole time I was freaking the fuck out, but I didn't say nothing to nobody, right? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So at the end of service, when we're all outside in the parking lot, I go up to her.
Borland?
And I asked her, I said, hey, look, this is what happened to me during praise and worship. Are you okay? Is everything okay?
Listen,
she broke down. Hold on. No, dude, you ain't let me finish my fucking story. I want you to finish.
I want you to finish.
I got you the best fucking part of the story.
I want you to rewind it because I'm trying to I'm trying to keep up. I'm interested. I'm locked in. I'm asking you, I was like, yo, can you run it back? Because you dropping some shit on me. I'm trying to make sure I'm listening. That's all I was going to ask you.
God damn it. I got to the best part of the story, though.
Okay. Well, I'm listening.
Basically, I'm in praise and worship. I see something when I close my eyes. Call it a premonition, a vision, or whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know. It was creepy. I saw the girl in my youth group crying, and she's bathed in light, but you can see it. It's like a fucking painting. It looks like a painting when I close my eyes, but it's moving. And all you can see is her eventually I see her grabbing a hold of something. And it's the other girl that she brought to church with her. And that girl was in like darkness. And all I can remember is seeing the girl that I knew crying. And she was just like this suffering. Like she was just trying so hard to do something. And so I told her about it after service. And as soon as I mentioned it to her, she broke down in tears, said, "How did you know?" She said, "I brought her here to save her." I can never explain that moment to this day. So I've had my moments, TJ, which is why I've gone to look. Now, what you see as God may not be the God that we think of. There's a force out there. I don't deny that.
Hey,
hold on what that force is.
Hold on 1 second. Can I retort? Can I retort? Because you're talking about my father. You're talking about my father. Boom! I'm about to tell you some beautiful shit. All right. My first son, I've been praying for, Lord have mercy. I had 2 daughters. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. First child, Jayla, try for her. You know what I'm saying? Try for her. We used to babysit only Air Force base. We used to babysit my homeboy, baby, and my ex-wife at the time, she was like, yo, I want a baby. We was like, what, 20-something, 21, 22, something. My kids is probably 21, 22. Wow, Lord is good. She was like, yo, I want a baby. I used to babysit my homeboy's kid. There was a brand new baby. Make a pallet on the floor so they can go out. You know what I'm saying? I can talk my shit because I'm on my own channel. I'm going to tell you how good God is. Watch your mouth. Listen. First kid, try for. Second kid, happy accident. Andrea, love you. Piggy, you already know. Happy accident. You know what I'm saying? Happy accident. We tried for Jayla. Pig was an accident. You know what I'm saying? But a happy accident. You know what I'm saying? Cool, pigs. Okay. Where am I going with this? I have my son. So now I got 2 girls. You know, every man wants his son. Every man wants his son. So, kid get pregnant again. So, you know, back in the day, you had to wait. You had to go out 3-4 months before they could determine the sex. They don't know off the rep like they do now. So I'm just like, man, I'm on board. Now, this is God's honest truth. I'm the only one that can carry on the Wilson name. My dad only had me. My uncle, his brother, didn't have any children. Somehow, I'm the only one that can. They used to tell me all the time, you're the only one that can carry on the Wilson name. If you don't have, you know, it ends with you, the Wilson name. Our blood, not the Wilson name, you know, forever, but our bloodline ends with me. You know what I'm saying? My bloodline ends with me. I'm praying, man. Let me be a boy. Have boy. All right. Here's the good part. So, here's the bad part. So I have my son. They tell everything's cool. They tell me he got hydrophenosis. Hydrophenosis is the tubes that run to his kidneys. One of them is very underdeveloped, and it's not gonna grow whatever. You know what I'm saying? So eventually he's going to lose a kidney. Right. But that doesn't mean that, you know, he can't have a quality of life or anything like that. But he's going to. So they told me off rip. I finally got my son. You know what I'm saying? The only one to carry on the family last name. I got it. Lord bless me. My son. Hydrophenosis. So they sitting there telling me, which is, you know, they was like, well, you can't play any contact sports. You know, you can't, you know, they give me a list of, you know, just right. But this is a baby, but they let me know what's in store for the future. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, you know, this was, but he can still have a regular life like everybody else. But growing up, he's probably not, you know, you can't do this, can't do that. Okay.
Right, because they don't want it to cause further damage or anything like that.
So he's CDHKD. We they monitor him. I want to say every 3 months. Every 3 months, I got to bring him in. He's a baby. I bring him in, and what they do is they put dye in his blood veins, and they put him in an MRI machine, take pictures and monitor the flow of his kidneys. Whether the tubes are progressing or regressing. You know what I'm saying? The hydrophenosis. You know what I'm saying? So he used to be paid for. It's cool. There's a lot of other kids in there. The Lord is good. All right. So they basically tell me, this is irreversible. It is what it is. We can still have a quality of life. I actually did a lot of talking. I didn't have to. I should have got to that. The doctor told me, Dr. Horton, everything's cool, but this is what it is. All right. So I go to my father. This is where I'm about to get to the Lord Almighty. I tell my daddy about it. My daddy say, I'm gonna call the elders of the church. My grandmama, my grandmama house out Portsmouth, out the hood, right across the street from Lincoln Park. You know what I'm saying? That's one of notorious hood. You know what I'm saying? My grandmama house. My daddy called the elders of Third Baptist. You know, so you can look it up. Called the elders of the church. I went over my grandmama house with my son on my hip. I got on some movie like Game of Thrones, Daenerys with Misa. Well, it wasn't nothing like that, but in a very small scale, when my daddy, they said a prayer and each hand laid up the other hand to the other hand to the other hand, and they put the hands of my son and they prayed for him to heal. And I stood in the middle of my grandmama's house, and my daddy called the elders of the church and said, God keeps his word. And if he brings forth the elders and they agree, the sick will be healed. The next doctor's appointment with my son, with Dr. Horn, they called me. Holy shit.
A lot of mysteries of the world, man. A lot of crazy shit.
Hold on. The next doctor's appointment, they call us and say, Mr. Wilson, Mrs. Wilson, Dr. Horton want to see y'all. What? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking that the only news is going to be bad news.
Right.
So the only news is going to be bad news, whatever. So it's the nurses that call. If you know what I'm talking about, the doctors don't call, the nurses call. You're like, Dr. Horton, you need to see you, so by. All right, cool. So I'm panicking, going up there thinking, me and her, like, we're going to have some bad news. It got worse. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Horton comes in the motherfucker and says to us, I can't explain it. I don't know what happened, but your son is healed. God damn it, I go outside and smoke a cigarette. The Lord is good. It shows my name, Timothy James Wilson. The doctor came out and said, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what to tell you, but your son is healed and he doesn't have to come back, motherfucker.
That is a good story, man. And I'm glad that your son was able, whether it's God or whatever it is, that he was, able to thrive and not have to deal with that.
Scarlett, a mic drop. I was about to walk out the door and heard through the headphones, I got to go and smoke a cigarette. Listen to me. The Lord is good. I swear for cheese. It shows my name, Timothy James Wilson. I ain't lied about a fucking word I just said.
I'm not calling you a liar, man. No, I believe
I
you.
know you're not. I just want to say, God is good. The Lord is good. I just want to go smoke a cigarette. I just want to say, the Lord is good, and you can't convince me. You can't convince me otherwise. I know you're not trying to. I'm
not here to change your beliefs.
No, I was just talking. I know that was. I wasn't being. I know I sounded aggressive and confrontational, but that was just because I know. Man. I know what I know. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm here to play. Or you want to bounce? Are you uncomfortable? You cool? You go?
No, I'm good, man. I'm just chilling today. Kids is out of school, so
You want me to hit
really
play or
you hit play, man, or whatever you want. Okay. I don't even know. Do we even got anybody still watching?
No, it's just me. It's just me and you. But they'll be watching. They'll come back and watch.
All right. You press play.
All right.
I prefer to answer that in a skiff.
Okay. Does this video scare you guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wiggins?
Yes.
Nat?
I had a different reaction. I was really happy that it got out. Thanks for providing that.
Curiosity kills the
Congressman.
cat. All right, Mr. Moreland?
Yes, for
Okay. All right, that is the end of my questioning.
Chief, I was on a ship for a little bit. I was a gunner's mate on the USS Gettysburg for a couple years. My question to you is, when you had your encounter and you saw it on the screen, you were in the CIC, is that correct?
That's correct. On an LCS ship,
Hold on a second.
the
It's gone.
CIC is on the bridge, so it's called ICC-1. But
You made me think of something I ain't thought about in eons.
Oh, shit.
As soon as Dr. Hood told me, as soon as Dr. Hood told me that he was good, he could explain whatever, everything's Gucci. You know the first thing I did, didn't you? Got him on the football field. Let's go.
He ready to go. Ain't got no problem.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go. The first thing I did, I said, yo, you want to play football? Yeah, Dad, we'll play football. Okay. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Oh, shit.
yes, same.
Did a bunch of the other folks in the CIC come and check out what you were looking at?
Yes, we all did. The tactical action officer, myself, the RCO, and two others that were on watch. We were all in the same space, so we were all looking at the Sapphire screen all at the same time.
Because in the other couple instances with the witnesses, you guys just saw it by yourself, is that correct? Mr. Borland, you saw it by yourself?
For me, yes, sir.
Mr. Nisatelli, you saw this by yourself?
No, there were multiple witnesses in every case at Vandenberg.
Okay. How long did that encounter take place, Chief?
So the encounter itself, from the time I recognized on my radar to the time after the video ends, was probably about 5 to 7 minutes.
What speed was the object moving at?
When I first witnessed off the port bridge wing the object moving out of the water, what I thought was originally just a light on the water, something on the horizon, and surfacing and going into the air, I then knew it was an air contact.
I didn't do the Lord justice.
As an air
I forgot. I didn't do the Lord justice. It didn't. The digression of the tube, the disintegration of the tube didn't stop. It healed itself. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Look, I could give a reason for that, and I don't want to take away from your story, though. Again, it's the possibilities kind of aspect. But
you know,
I feel where you're coming from with
you know
it.
more than Dr. Hoyt.
I mean, the human body is such a
specialist
weird.
at CDHKD. The specialist in that field says that he can't explain it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened. He was supposed to be monitored his whole life. Listen, you gotta understand. He could, it was hard, but it's my first son, whatever.
No, I know that's what I said. I don't want to say anything because I don't.
No, everything's good. You can't say nothing to hurt my feelings. Everything's good. The Lord is good. I ain't saying that. I'm telling you that my daddy called forth the elders of the church. We were at my grandmama's house. Me, my daddy, my son, and the elders, the old black elders of Third Baptist Church in Portsmouth, Virginia. They came and they laid, because my dad asked them to lay hands on his grandson, and the elders of the church came through and laid hands, and I stood in the middle of the room, surrounded by a bunch of old black Christians that laid hands and prayed on my son. And when I next visit, the goddamn doctor said, I can't explain it. I don't know what to tell you. Not only has it stopped, he healed himself. The Lord is good. Hallelujah. I'm here to play.
Controller myself, I started thinking and going through kind of like my checklist in my mind. Could it be a helo? But it's not blinking lights. So I then realized this is something I've never seen before. So the speed itself, just going from the horizon to about maybe 3,000-4,000 feet in the air, was very slow, slowly rising. And then it sped up. I'm not an expert at, knowing specific speeds of aircraft just by visual eye, but I would say probably 1-2 Mach instantly into the rest of the formation. I didn't notice visually with my own eyes the other 3 objects until I went back to my radar and also utilized Sapphire to see that, in fact, there were 4 total. And then again, when they all left after a certain amount of time, it was nearly instantaneous.
So you spotted it visually first, Chief, and then went back to your radar, or did you guys find it spotted on radar first?
Radar first, because that was my watch station.
And then you went out to the port bridge wing, is that correct?
Correct, to verify what I saw on my radar.
What range was it at, Chief, when you were able to see it visible?
The Lord is good, yo. The Lord is good. You ain't telling me nothing. You ain't telling me nothing. You ain't telling me nothing. I'm in the street because I'm bugging over this bitch crying, yo. I swear to God, I ain't made up a motherfucking word I said, man. I ain't made up a word I said.
No, I believe your story, man. I'm
cool, man. In the stream, it's been real. The Lord is good. Listen, call your mama, call your daddy, call your mama, your baby mama, your baby daddy, your kids, your nephew, whatever. I don't know. Your best friend, cousin. I ran into my cousin the other day. You know what I'm saying? It says, Gucci, the Lord is good. Listen.
Be thankful, folks. It is the season.
It is the season. Be thankful. Families, look, yo.
Times is hard, but we still got each other.
I ain't thought about that shit in a minute. And Scarlett, I ain't thought about that in a minute, man. I ain't thought about that. I forgot how good God been to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't thought about that in a minute, yo.
Well, it's perfect timing. Like I said, it's the time to be thankful for things that we do have in this world. And so it's good to go back and think about all the things that have happened and, what we can be thankful for, despite some of the struggles that everyone goes through.
Like that.
And one last thing, TJ. Cover yourselves. You don't want to get probed out there.
Hey, it depends. No, it doesn't depend. No, it doesn't depend. I take that back. No.
You might get probed. I take that back. You did not just say that shit.
No. This is Rob TJ. This is Rob that. But nah, thanks, man. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. And
yeah, it was a fun stream, man.
I appreciate you. And look, happy Thanksgiving, man. Anytime. And listen, yeah, I'm gonna stop because Hey, look, Scarlett, yo, for real. Appreciate you, girl.
Yeah, man, it's been fun. It's been real, right?
Say it with your chest.
It's been real, yo.
All right, I'm out. We out this bitch.
Peace, everybody.